Hold on, you could tell what kind of girls that Czar likes from the stations he's going to. Czar like himself a hood, bro. But you know, I also have to keep in mind about how low I can go in the age bracket, right? You know, 25-year-old, I'm not gonna step to her.
And I try to do a Pusha T,
Right? I try to push a 25. People be saying that I'm a Drake hater, bro. I love Drake's music, fam. I can find the perfect Drake song for the perfect moment, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's not a person who hates Drake's music, fam. That's somebody who's listening to the bars, bro. And listen, man, that's that dude right there. You know what I'm saying? The pushback king.
You did your big one still. You did your big one.
You gotta undo that pushback king.
Just at the talks.
Drake was giving us a lob, and he kind of knew what he was doing. But then a part of me feels like that was just a genuine reaction from him saying, yo, didn't a man piss on Drake?
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, why would you this you? If you guys know the movie Human Centipede, that's how far Keep Six Solid's head is up Drake's ass, bro.
We love hip hop.
Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Can we discuss that first? Not the person that we were discussing, but the fake Toronto or the fake New York accent that mans used to have back in the early 2000s, bro. How old are you guys, let's say, in 2006?
11. Yeah.
11?
Yeah.
So, and yeah, you guys are both the same age. So you guys didn't, how were you guys talking? Do you remember? Do you remember ever like having the influence to want to be like, yo, what up, son?
I think for like my elementary school and stuff, we were influenced by American vernacular, like 50 Cent, like that type of era.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the time where everyone was speaking in like the patois Toronto accent.
That's what I'm
thinking. It was more like New York based, but we're also youths. So, but I remember like a lot of the older rappers, even though they don't talk like that anymore, they still rap like that.
Yeah, if you look at all of the rappers with the long T times, we all had the, you know, what up, son? Yo, what up, Kiko? Like we were trying to either be Mobb Deep, Dipset, a variation of G Unit. It was very cringy times, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
When did it stop? Like, was it the new wave, like the golden era of the Toronto rap scene where people kind of switched it up?
I would have to give it to Casper and them, man. When they first came onto the scene with like in 2013 or whatever with Dope Boy and all that. It was like, they didn't sound anything like they were trying to be American.
Now, but like, what about like the Face Films era and stuff? I don't think Mans was in there trying to sound American.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, hoodlum. You know what I'm saying? Because his hoodlum be like, yo, fam, that was us. Yeah, the Mans were very Toronto. Roni, very Toronto.
But I can hear the East Coast influence in the way they rap, but it's with a Toronto voice.
Yes.
But it's still almost like a Jada Kiss or like Cassidy or whatever.
Like early Roni?
Roni or even
Nah, I see what
Honcho,
you mean. Like even Sam G, all those mans, Angels or whatever. Like when they were rapping, they kind of had like a New York type flow-ish, like.
And the way they delivered the punchlines and set it up and stuff, like.
Yeah, well, remember at one point in time, everybody was using the same kind of like flows and setups. Like there was the dark ages of, and I don't know why I keep on calling these dark ages, but going up, Helium.
Yeah. My shooters shoot like Stojakovic. It's like some European player, 3-point specialist.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about? It was like the setup.
The big Seanification of hip hop.
It was very Big Sean times. Give me another one. I like to take the shot. Camera. Like, I
feel like Lil Wayne perfected that format.
Yes. I hated that rap, bro.
Hanging up, flat screen.
Yeah,
Nicki Minaj went crazy with it. Drake went crazy. Yeah.
She want the iPhone 4 FaceTime.
Like, bro, those were dark times. But like, yeah, it was around, as far as to answering your question, I think it was around when Casper and the man started dropping that guys were like, okay, we're from Toronto. We can embrace the Toronto accent. We don't have to act like we're like Cameron and them mans anymore.
Would early Drake be considered that New York style influence?
Well, they said early Drake would sound like Little Brother, Ludacris, people would say.
He has a song called Houston out of Vegas, so I feel like that's that encapsulates what he was
what he's
trying to
going
go for.
Yeah. No, because
What
it
do you want
wasn't
it to sound
cool.
like? Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
No, because even like we'll get to it at some point in the episode, it wasn't cool to come in overtly sounding like a Toronto man or like with that like Caribbean influence and shit. Like Cardinal, he broke out with Dangerous, but he had other songs before. And I remember watching 106 in Park, or it was one of those BT shows when he was performing. And after he performed, they were asking some of the kids in the audience, yo, what do you think? And one of the girls was like, he kind of reminded me like a Jamaican Puffy. And I was like, damn, bro. Like, I don't know if I feel like back then I felt like it was a diss. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, like, because Cardinal's Jamaican, right? Like, that's so I feel like that's like valid, you know?
But I feel like for Americans, it was like, oh, that's the Jamaican guy rapper. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't just consider him a rapper from Toronto. Like, I feel like it was an added layer of his identity. Like,
Yeah.
But I feel like that's not really a bad thing, because even Sean Kingston, like, he really played into that, oh, I'm the Jamaican pop singer guy, where I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of patois every third verse, you know?
Even Sean Paul.
So why did that work? And don't get me wrong, it worked for Cardinal because he has hits, okay? And Cardinal is great to this day. But he didn't blow up to the level like a Drake.
No, I think, and this is just my theory, that like because Sean Paul was doing more like dance hall pop-ish, and then Sean Kingston was like pretty much pop and dance hall and like maybe R&B, like they kind of got the buy by the audience. Whereas because Cardinal Official was still in the rapper category, they still had all that criteria that they require for a rapper.
Yeah. And don't get it twisted. I'm not going to compare him to Drake. Let me take that back, because Drake is like an anomaly as far as like his success, right? Maybe like a Tory Lanez. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you're right, because the main driving force of his music from song to song is him rapping. So like now they have to be able, as the American audience, digest the raps, and it was very patois coded.
But I feel like with Tory Lanez, even when I heard him freestyle on Sway, you could hear that early New York influence in the way he actually raps when he has to rap. So I feel like maybe for American audiences, it's easier to accept him because it's like sounds closer to home in a sense.
Not only when he rapped, because he was like spent a lot of time in America, when you see him do interviews, he'd be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, son, like, it's like, it's kind of Americanish.
And I'll say what really did it, because when he was rapping, like that didn't break him to America, you know what I mean? Like the Spitters was able to like rock with him. But what really did it was when he started singing more. You know what I mean? Like, literally that song, and then that's what kind of like broke him to the Geldem. And once you have the Geldem, like that's all you need. You know, that the Geldem will bring you across the border. They'll bring you around the world. They'll do. You know what I mean? Like,
keep in mind, like in the documentary I did on him, he had mad mixtapes before Say It dropped.
Facts.
And he was doing all right, but like he was like still like struggling to get to the top. Say It dropped, and they were out of there.
I remember literally when it dropped, and then like even like the friends that I had around me that were girls, they'll be bumping it, and I'm like, yo, why is this rapper trying to sing like, yo, why, like the man's trying to do the Drake method right now, and it worked. It worked phenomenally.
Yeah, because he could actually sing. If he was just like kind of just shower singish kind of way, like it would have been like, I don't know about this guy, but like you hear the man's voice and it's like, bro, this man can sing. Well, go on. You know what I'm saying? But okay, I actually have a pre-topic for us here. Let me pull up the topics here. I found this video on Instagram and I found it's pretty entertaining here. It's top 5 places to meet women in the TTC. You know, I actually thought about when I pulled up the segment. DJ Nacho.
But they caught me lacking on the news.
Yeah, and not only that, because you're like the Shotty specialist over here.
Oh, no, that's a joke. That's a joke.
Maybe we can get your opinion on some of these things. Well, all of our opinions, but
should we guess the station?
He's going to break down the 5 best places. So he's going to give you the different stations and why.
Girls in Toronto.
TTC edition.
Starting with Bloor Young Station. This is a transfer station, so you get a mix of the bougie line 1 girl and the grungy line 2 girl.
If you're struggling with getting girls on line 1, I suggest going down to line 2. They're more down to earth and easier to get numbers from. Victoria Park Station.
Yo, I was gonna say
Stations
VP,
this
bro.
would be great because you could be that strong male protection that she needs.
Sometimes I'll ask a woman to protect me, to show my vulnerable side. This Medina Station tunnel.
There's music, there's wind,
Mud.
people going north, south,
That
east,
tunnel
west,
is
everybody looking
insane.
to find someone.
It's been called the Toronto
We
Tunnel
love
of
hip
Love.
hop.
York Mills Station. Women around here have nothing to do.
There's nobody here, so if I encounter a woman, it'll just be me and her alone in the city.
That is
Union
terrifying.
Station. Sports fans, concert goers, girls taking the GO train
We
from
love
London
hip-hop.
and Whitby all in one place.
I
Union
once
Station
did
is
it with the
valid.
Montreal girl on the Via Rail.
Top 5 place to me.
Okay.
That was hilarious.
So are they spitting facts, fam?
I heard a couple that I agree with, but I feel like they missed some.
Talk to me.
I feel like Kennedy Station. I think that should have been included. I feel like
This guy should have get stabbed.
So Kennedy got the stabbers.
I think even like a Finch Station, like the last stations, I feel like you'll see a lot of.
Hold on,
girls
you could
there.
tell what kind of girls that Czar
like-
likes from the stations he's going to. Czar like himself a hood bitch,
That's it.
bro.
Yo, Jane Station.
Finch and Kennedy is crazy.
That's one of the best. Maybe I might pop up on Weston Road.
What stations do you guys think they missed, or do you feel like they
I
hit them
think
all on the nail?
Union Station for number 1 is the best choice.
Yeah, Union Station is the only valid one. So me, like, I don't know. I don't chop no shotties on the subway or nothing like that because, like, we're both flat driving. You know what I mean? So like, they're already like the shotties on the train. They want to level up. They want a man that's that can whip them type thing.
But at
you
the
know?
same time, they can't hit you with the bougie response of like superiority or like
you in
why
here
do you
too."
think you? Yeah, exactly. It's like yo, you're
So-
standing like.
So wait a minute. None of you guys have ever picked up a girl on the subway or in a subway station?
I have in like high school and like university and stuff. But yo, these days I go about my business.
I feel like when I was in high school and TTC stations were more of like a public gathering
Yeah.
spectacle, then yeah. But as an adult, nah, I usually just have my headphones and I'm locked in.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like it can be done because
Yes.
women have been complaining that like man them aren't approaching them as much as they used to.
Mm-hmm.
But we went through like an era of like Me Too, where it's like, oh, stop cat calling, stop this, stop that, and sometimes like you feel like you don't
Yeah.
even want to disrupt someone's peace. So like,
And it's not only that, like the apps have also desensitized people to stepping to each other in public or in person, I mean. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say desensitized. I would say like made it more sensitive. Where like I feel like a lot of mans are afraid to walk to women on roads.
Yeah, they don't know what even to say, bro. It's like if we didn't match and then have a conversation in the DMs first, it's like, what's the opening line?
Yeah, because I feel like before in-person pickups, that was the primary method.
That was the only thing.
Yeah,
but now
facts.
it's text communications.
Yeah, like you used to get your reps in from like the rejection to know what to say
Exactly.
next and hone your technique or if whatever, if you have a technique, because at least you had to practice. Now you don't have to practice.
Okay, this is kind of a random question, but okay, say all three of us were to publicly approach 100 girls each. How many numbers do you think you would get?
Wow. Out of 100 girls?
Like girls that we would go for are just like random. Like some of them are old, some of them are young, some of them are black, some of them are white.
Yeah, just like doing numbers.
Like a wide spectrum, but like they have to be at least like decent. Like at least like a 7.
Okay. I would say for at the age that I am now as well too, because I got to keep that put that as a factor. Right?
Go with a cane, like, excuse me, young lady.
No. Because like there's I have a percentage of women that are older that I might be able to pick up that'll be like, oh, look at this, I might get a 60-something-year-old that be like, look at this young buck. Right? But I also have to keep in mind about how low I can go in the age bracket, right? The 25-year-old, I'm not gonna step to her.
And I try to do a Pusha T, eh?
Right? I try to push a
25.
right?
Pusha T.
So I got to think about that. I would say out of 100, if I'm going to go between a ratio of 30-year-olds to 55, I would probably be able to do 30% of it.
That's kind of what I was thinking for myself too. 30. What about you?
80.
Nah,
bro.
I was gonna say half. I was gonna say like maybe 40% to half still. Just cause like I don't know, like man to be witty, man to be charming and shit, you know. I don't feel like it's that difficult.
Man's
like,
feeling himself.
you know what I mean? Like
in his mind, he's thinking like 70, but he's trying to be modest for us over here on the cameras, bro. Got bag all them bitches, bro.
70. Cause even Zara, I feel like, you know, cause one time I went to link with a Shotty or whatever, right? And then Zara was there. And then the Shotty's like, you know, Shotty trying to hook him up with her friend type thing. So I feel like, you know, Zara, like, you give me
Zara's underestimating his percentage.
I am, yeah. I can't lie, like, I'm not like a cold approach person.
Really?
I'll approach in person, like at a house party or something, like in like an environment that's
how do
private.
men approach a woman?
In general, or like in public, or at like a house party? Like
let's say in public, like if you see a woman on road and you just had to chat to her.
Let's use a station.
At a station.
You're Spadina Station, walking in the tunnel of love, as they say, right?
Like,
see a shorty, she's walking towards you. You're walking the other direction. You stop her and you say,
"Excuse me." That's probably what I would start with.
Okay, and she stops because sometimes you say "excuse me," and they're like, and they just keep on walking. It's like, bitch, no, you don't do that. but you got, you know, that happens. But she stops and she says,
"Okay, but I'm not the expert. Like now you're asking me, and I might sound weird, but okay, I'd probably be like, I don't mean to bother you or take up any of your time. I noticed you, blah, blah, blah. Probably compliment her. You're beautiful, whatever. Introduce myself. If she introduces herself back, I'll be like, I don't want to keep too much of your time. Like, we should go out for dinner sometime. Let me grab your number. In and out. That's probably how I would do it.
Smooth.
Okay. I thought, I was like, is that a bad response? I don't know. We should do it. We should do a YouTube video where like we do like a challenge. And Friday, you have to be in it. Like imagine Friday at Young and Dundas. Like, excuse me. Hey, how's it going?
Excuse me, miss. I don't know, bro. Actually, what's yours? Actually, should I go first? Or?
Yeah. Okay, one of y'all.
Okay. I'll start the same way to say, oh, excuse me, but like, and then as soon as they turn around, I'll be like, I just have to compliment them off rip, you know what I mean? I'll be like, yo, the way your jacket brings out your eyes, I had to stop you. You know, I have to put some of that energy out and make them laugh a little bit. They'll be like, yo, my day is not going to be completed. Sometimes I go for the IG or go the number, but then I just have to say like, yo, like my day is not going to be able to complete proper if I don't get the digits in my phone right now.
That's
type thing, you know what I mean?
Say,
like,
yeah.
make them laugh a little bit, okay, blah, blah, give it, you know what I mean? But it's always, you have to gauge the energy too. They even say, excuse me, that you turn around with the stank face down them next thing. It's like, you know what, go about your business though.
Hello? What are you saying? Let's hear the old school approach. Like,
Now I feel the pressure, man. To be honest, I don't even know anymore, bro. I would probably start with excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Or
I'm like, we are
or, you know, I would actually start with a, hey, how's your day going?
Jeez.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're looking, you know, compliment her, obviously. And you know, again, with the not trying to take too much of your time, but I think you're extremely attractive. I got a lot of different things going on right now. I got to go, but maybe if we could link up later, you know what I'm saying?
Link up, you trying to fuck me?
No, we can go do something nice and maybe get to know you a little bit better.
Mad.
All right? One thing I forgot, and I think all of us didn't ask, is the man aspect. None of us asked if she got a man. Is that just us just being just assholes, or
Nah, because you give her you don't want to give her too much of an opening for a reject because like you're giving her
She
an
could lie,
opportunity
too.
to say, "Oh yes, I have a man. I don't want you to talk to blah blah blah." You know,
No, because I didn't think of it. My brain didn't go to like,
If she has
do
a
you have
man,
She should mention-
she should bring that up.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't bring it up. You
And
know what
even
I
if
mean?
she was
Yes.
lying, then you know, like, because some girls are like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," but they don't. But then you know she's not interested.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
But-
it's just the part of the untrusting part of my brain.
And if she has a man and she doesn't bring it up, then that's on her. And the
That's
man.
what I'm saying, bro. It's like if I'm like just the way that we all three of us in our approach, like we just don't ask.
Mm.
If we are all able to get through, like how many of them women are just giving us the number with a man?
I think
we were
it's-
so damn smooth.
I think Instagram is a higher success rate. Even if she
Yeah.
has a man, I think, okay, you can still follow me though. I'll follow you back type shit. Like I feel like
Yeah, and I think, and yes, to finish off with what I'm doing, I'm not gonna do the number thing.
Yeah, I don't ask for numbers. I get
Yeah.
the IG stuff.
Give me that. I got a check mark, girl.
Because that way you could even do some like
Oh.
recon and do some like research on the shotty. You can kind
Yeah.
of, you know, you can get a little bit of a history, like a Carfax.
But I feel like getting the number establishes the intention a little more like concrete, you know? Or concretely.
Mm.
Like it's kind of like, okay, like I actually want to pursue. Whereas IG, it's just like it's less meaningful than a number.
Yeah, maybe that's my fear of rejection because like that number, I feel like that number is a big
Yeah.
step.
It's like
bro.
sacred almost.
It depends.
Yeah,
like, if
yeah.
we're vibing like that, then I'll go for it still. But if it's just like a light thing, then at least if this doesn't go anywhere, I got a new follower out of
Okay,
it.
so you get her Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Do you DM her later that day? Are you reacting to some stories first? Are you liking 3 posts?
Nah, you have to DM her still. Like you can't shy around it.
So what's like the ticker? Like how long do you have to DM her? Like 24 hours?
I give it a day, let it breeze,
Okay.
make it breeze a little bit. But normally when like I holler at things, it's like at the club, after the club, at a bar type stuff. So it's normally like, you know, I just kind of like reference the conversation back to that, like whatever happened in the night type thing. Like even with the brown things I met, like one of them actually ended up messaging me because like she took pictures or whatever. So she sent me the pics or whatever. And then the conversation just went from there.
Did we get a follow up with that?
Like, I didn't get the triage yet, but I'm still
Okay.
talking to it. I'm still talking to
Right? No trios yet, man. But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that up. Also, let me know in the comments which station is the best place to pick up the shotties, all right? For the man them who are watching in the audience, okay? Which station is the best station to pick up shotties? And, did we get
Dun,
that?
I would say, if I had to choose, I would say either Dundas,
Mhm.
I was gonna say Dundas.
Don Mills.
Dundas is a good station still.
Back when they had the RT line, Scarborough Town Center, because these are all where major malls are. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So
I used to see some baddies
and
on the
Yorkdale
RT.
as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
wherever the major malls is at, where the girl them could go get their shopping on, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you could just catch them on the fly.
And there's like a mall you could take them out right away. Like you could be like, oh, you're going to the mall anyways because
You know?
you're here. Like, let's grab some food or whatever.
True. So you could just do all of that in one sweep and you might be able to get her back to the crib. You might not even need to get the number. You know what I'm saying? One sweep. All right, let's start this shit up, man. Let's get some music started here. Let's start in grand fashion.
I'm trying to set me up for another one.
The comment section's killing me.
I know, bro. Listen, bro, the man be writing the songs just to match the themes, bro. This man be telling the future, nigga.
Just making his own soundtrack to his life.
Bro, you don't understand. And listen, before we start this, people be saying that I'm a Drake hater, bro. I love Drake's music, fam. I can find the perfect Drake song for the perfect moment, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's not a person who hates Drake's music, fam. That's somebody who's listening to the bars, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Drakesy, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, though. We are Box, the world's most smoked out podcast. We love hip hop. I'm your host of the most Toast Friday, Ricky Dread, aka I don't got no AKAs today, man. Actually, you know what? Viral Rick, man. Viral podcast, man. We out here, man. Holy shit. Voice of the fucking 6. Voice of the city, man. Hold on, man. Let me get myself an air horn, nigga. Let's go. Let me calm down.
Modest and bodice. Virality.
We back at it over here. Episode 633, B3 Studios. We got back at it. Mr. Viral himself, the pushback king. Pause.
Whoa, that was crazy. That was insane.
Oh, my bad,
That
yo.
Set me up with that one.
Hey, yo, chill.
My bad. The Turkish Thrill himself, DJ Czar in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. DJ Czar, aka Burrow Sound, aka Young Shawarma, aka Cheeseburger, aka The Provocateur.
The Provocateur.
Aka Zarly Kirk, back at it like a crack addict.
Yes, sir.
Just another week.
Yeah.
Just another week, boys.
It was
You might need to negotiate a little raise the next contract.
I know,
So,
right?
you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to negotiate just a salary to begin with.
We know, man. Welcome back. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
and listen, man, that's that dude right there. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? The pushback king.
You did your big
Yo.
one still. You did your big one
you
still.
gotta undo that. pushback.
Just at the talks.
Respect,
Okay.
boys.
But yo, man, back at it also. All right,
Jeez.
the fashionista.
Mad.
You might see him listening to some Kendrick music on any given day.
And reciting the Drake bars same way.
And some Drake music, you know what I'm saying? All right. DJ extraordinaire, as well as DJs are as well, but also DJ extraordinaire. DJ Natural Wave in the motherfucking building. Let's go, man.
Mad. Yeah, I know. Hide your shawty, hide your wife. I will end up doing content with them.
Yes, sir. Right?
Nobody's safe from a collab.
Nobody's safe from a collab. So.
You might see him dancing with your shawty soon. All right. Well, welcome back, gentlemen. All right. We got a lot of shit to get into.
It was a mad week still.
Yeah.
Not even a mad few days.
Yeah. Okay, let's salute the sponsors, and then
We'll
we
get
can
into
get
it.
into all we got to get into. Starting off with Exotic Hot Pots. Let me just pull up my script right here. Exotic Hot Pots is Canada's loudest brand, from high-grade strains to authentic grab. The grab is hot, too. And all the rolling essentials. Exotic Hot Pot is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. Make sure to hit them up if you want delivery across the GTA same day. You got to hit them up on their Instagram page as Exotic Hot Pots, and their website is exotichotpot.ca. Let them know that you heard about them on the We Love Hip Hop podcast. They might give you a discount. Also, I want to give a big salute to Road Ready Detailing. If you want to get anything for your car needs, if you want to get your car detailed top to bottom, get your ceramics, get your tints done, get those wraps around and all the different things that you want for your car, you got to hit up Road Ready. That's over at 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66. Hit them up on their Instagram page. That's Toronto Road Ready Detailing. And hit up the boy Dusty. If you see him in there, say, yo, I heard about y'all on the We Love Hip Hop podcast. They'll probably give you a discount. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, how's y'all week been? Other than the viral stuff. Actually, we can start with that.
Mhm.
How was it as far as the reception, people hollering at you?
Do you want to start first, or should I start?
You go for it. That was your moment, dog.
Yeah. Okay. So initially, I saw Drake commented,
Mhm.
and then I think D2E posted that he commented. He made a post,
Mhm.
right? So I didn't think much of it because Drake has commented.
I might
on,
beat that name out, but cool.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
Drake has commented on We Love Hip Hop posts before, right?
Yeah.
And actually, Honcho Hoodlum hit me up because I posted it on my story,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like giving me advice. He's like, "This comment is gonna be bigger than any episode you guys have done,"
Mm.
and he was kind of giving me advice about how to move and like. Kind of like a be careful, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know where the OVO dudes stand with me. Because initially I thought like Drake was giving us a lob and he kind of knew what he was doing. But then a part of me feels like that was just a genuine reaction from him saying, yo, didn't a man piss on Drake?
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, what
Yeah.
happened to this you?
Yeah.
No man. What do you say? No man.
So it was more like
Ever in life.
it was more like I'm cheesed than giving you guys a lob type shit.
Yeah, well, I don't know. And then I'm listening to it at work, and one of the dancers come up to me. She's like, "Yo, what's good?" And I'm like, "Yo, like, podcast I'm on. I said XYZ, and Drake commented." She's like, "Oh my god, haha!" Like with that laughter, as if she like knows him or whatever. And she was like, "Oh my god, he hates you, right?"
What?
Yeah, like because of the comment, like for him to comment that, and I was
Okay.
like, "Oh man!" But then I seen other people start to pick it up, and I was kind of like happy with it. I was happy for the network because it was great visibility. I was happy that like it wasn't me as an individual getting the credit because like I don't want to necessarily be known as like the gossip king or like a Charlemagne or like a Wendy Williams or you know what I'm saying? Like, so
You know, be a chatty patty.
exactly. I don't want to be that. And then boom, bro, Billboard, TMZ, Ack, No Jumper.
So
Shade
like,
room.
like did random people hit you up like cousin that friggin' you haven't spoken to in a while? Like,
Yeah.
yo, what are you doing on the shade room, bro?
100%. Like there are people from my past that are like called me and they're like, bro, remember I said like, yo, one day you're gonna meet. I'm like, bro,
That's crazy.
and I don't see this as like, oh, like I made it. I'm just like, it's just a viral moment.
Yeah.
And like, it's not even my moment per se. It's like Drake's comment is the story.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
like
yeah.
what I said is the story, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely some people hit me up. Like some girls were like, oh my God, like they send me like a post and they're like, you're here, you're there, you're there. And I'm like, yo, just another day at the office.
Okay, before we get to you, Nacho, did you get any past shorties that were like, hey, big head?
Essentially, like it wasn't those exact words, but it was like a shotty like I dealt with before. And when they seen it, I guess like, hey, like I banged that guy or whatever, you know. So then they let me up.
Now they're in your DMs, eh? Ah.
Yeah, just like, oh, like I'm proud of you. Like, yo, I can't believe blah blah blah.
Now you proud of me, eh,
Some
bitch?
girls are like, I always knew you'd make it, or so. Like, oh, bitch, like.
When's the last time I heard from you?
But I didn't understand why it was such a big deal because, like, I feel like we've had viral posts before. I've had viral posts before that other people have like reshared and talked about. So I guess it was because it had to do with Drake.
The Drake effect, man.
Yeah.
The Drake stimulus package.
How about for y'all though?
Yeah, natural. How did you get a bunch of big head texts?
A few like not beer. You know what I mean? Like I did get a lot of people hitting me up though, just on some. Oh, yo, you guys are here, you guys are there, you guys are here, you guys are there. Like it was like crazy, like. And I didn't take it in at first. You know what I mean? I don't remember what I was doing, but I was busy. And then like you guys were just discussing it in the group or whatever. So,
Yeah.
So now when I looked at the group, I'm like, oh damn, like that. And then I went to go peep it and everything. And then Mandem started sending me like other posts from other places, and Dem Dog called me. Cause at this point I didn't realize it was on the shade room.
Yeah.
He called me, he was like, yo, you're viral, dog. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going mad. He's like, no, you don't understand. Look at what I just look at what I just sent you. Then I look and I seen the TSR, bro. Once I seen like the TSR emblem on it, I'm like, yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
something different. So wait a minute. When he hit you up and you're like, and he was like, you're viral, and you were like, yeah, mod. What were you thinking? what post was already up at that point where you were just like, yeah, we viral? Like,
No, like, cause I've already seen that Drake commented that post, but I didn't see that the shade room and everything already posted it, you know.
and then I think RTN, salute to RTN, I think they had posted it at that point already.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, Toronto picked it up or whatever.
Yeah.
But not all of Toronto, unfortunately. You know?
Literally only RTN and T.TV.
Yeah, salute to T.TV and RTN.
Yeah, shout out the two realest ones.
Yeah. Listen, man, I'm not going to toot my own horn. I've seen virality before, but for bad reasons. Even though this is kind of like a weird reason, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's good or not bad or good or bad. But yeah, just the regular people sending. Once I started seeing it get posted all over these different places, TMZ, different things like that, Billboard. My whole mission at that point was just make sure to friggin' credit the network, tag us, or credit the host, do something. Don't just leave it like, oh, like what TMZ did to us, they did us dirty, fam.
Yeah, they called us a Canadian hip hop pub.
And they just took the post on their Instagram and just cut the comment.
Yeah, they didn't put no context to the comment. Or
Nothing.
Anything.
Yeah.
There was also a girl on Twitter. She was like one of the first people who like posted it. And I saw it was like, at the beginning of my shift, it was at like 19K views. And by the end, it was at like 49. And I was like, oh, shoot, like this is kind of different because I hadn't realized how much lore there was to that story. And in a way, like, even though, you know, people can argue like, yo, why are you bringing that up? It's kind of like it helped clear the air or at least add to the story or the narrative. And I saw how many conversations sprouted from that. And I was like, wow, like this is impactful.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, it went everywhere. Baller alert, besides the Shade Room, there's like Akademiks, friggin' No Jumper, Neighborhood Talk. Every single blog in America had posted this. Every single one. World Star, every single one. Why was it only RTN and T.TV that only posted it from Toronto?
Six Buzz didn't post it.
Six Buzz, the biggest blog in Toronto. Keep Six Solid. This, I would say, arguably sometimes the biggest blog in Toronto as well. Okay? Basically, you're kind of not doing your job. If you see everywhere else posting this, is something viral, and it's happening in your own city and you don't post it, wagwan.
I don't, you know what? Initially, I was like, yo, F those guys, whatever. But I don't take it personally because these guys have political ties to Drake and OVO. So I feel like they're a bit, I don't want to say censored, but I think that affects or dictates what they can and can't post. So I feel like they're not really like free press in that sense. They have like implicit bias. So I understand why they wouldn't post us, which I would consider us like probably like the main alternative besides like RTM, but like that isn't like in a sense politically aligned or like has a relationship with OVO in that same way. That's my theory though. I don't know.
Okay, that's a cool theory. I'm not mad at that. What do you think, Natural?
Have you guys seen the movie The Human Centipede?
Yeah.
No.
You never seen the movie? You never seen that movie where like there's that man in the front and then the human is like surgically attached, so it's like mouth to butt, and then I have to crawl around type. Okay, if you guys know the movie Human Centipede, that's how far Keep Six Solid's head is up Drake's ass, bro. Drake is walking around and Keep Six Solid is just there, like surgically attached to the man's ass, and then Six Buzz is right there behind him. These guys are walking around like surgically. Like, they take it deep right into the next level, bro.
So,
like it's kind of great, fam. Like imagine something goes so viral, but you refuse to post it just because it's the man them. Like,
yeah, on every single platform. So does that mean that them posting it is dissing Drake?
Here's what I think it is. I think them posting it, maybe they don't know how Drake actually feels about it.
He said how he felt. He said it didn't happen.
But they don't know if it was like a play where like Drake was trying to big you up and give you a lob, or if he was genuinely like reacting, you know? And I also think, I don't know, me personally, I feel like there's like Friday's kind of blacklisted from these circles. And I feel like they talk to each other and they're like, don't post Friday, don't post We Love Hip Hop. And I could be speculating too, but it only makes sense because it's almost like they had to go out of their way not to post this. It would be an obvious news story. Everywhere else thought it was an obvious news story. All these other major like media companies are getting thousands of comments, thousands of likes from something that happened in your own city, and you're not going to post it. Like, but at the same time, people can post what they want. It's their own blog page. Like, I don't hold them to like, oh, you're from Toronto, so you have to post Toronto stuff. Like, people have their
it's not about you're from Toronto that you have to post Toronto stuff. The rest of the whole internet world is posting something that's happening in Toronto. You not posting it is basically not doing your job as a media outlet.
Yeah, you should have been one of the early ones, like RTN or T.TV.
Yes, but I think you might be cooking over there when it comes to the Friday blacklist. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it. And I think, I don't know what, like everything you've done over the years to them or whatever, or why they feel that way about you.
I don't know what happened with Keep Six, because I was fucking with Keep Six heavy for a long time, bro. That's my homie. And then somewhere along the way with this whole Drake Kendrick issue, that's 2 years old now almost, because I decided to be objective and not take a side, shit started getting weird. You know what I'm saying? I got thrown under the bus the other day for my tweet, right?
But that's also when Keep Six kind of like tripled down on the glaze and started like Gok 3000. Like he started going crazy to the point where man's in his Instagram comments like, yo, you need to chill now. Like,
yeah, it became like the Drake fan page.
Literally.
But who's to say that Drake or someone from that camp didn't approach Keep Six Solid during the battle to kind of help with the media coverage or leverage?
But isn't that what they accused Kendrick of doing?
I'm not sure.
I think that's what Rob Markman accused him of doing too. The OVO camp.
So like, but I'm saying that he should do that. So like, what, keep 6 is on the payroll now? I just seen him. He's posting pictures in like Bali and Dubai and things like.
I don't know. I'm not going to speak on whether these guys are on the payroll, but I think that, they reached a point where, OVO or someone from Drake's camp is going to reach out to them to form a relationship or an understanding or a deal or listen, you guys are doing this, you guys are doing that. Just, when you talk about the boy XYZ, it could be like that, Yeah. And I just think that the reason why maybe OVO don't rock with Friday like that is because they can't really like control you or trust that like you're not going to say certain things or post certain things.
So those mans are controlled.
Essentially, I think they are like for them to like I don't want to say control, but they are very aligned with their political.
No,
maybe they are controlled, bro. Maybe not directly, but maybe it's kind of like an unspoken thing where it's like you don't want no problems, right?
I got you. I got you.
Bud.
We love hip hop.
My bad.
Seeing the man, I was gonna say they don't keep it solid, but maybe they do keep it solid, but just like with one side of the spectrum.
And there was also what happened with Six Buzz at the Weekend concert. Oh my bad.
Rapping.
What happened to Six Buzz at the Weekend concert?
You never heard about that?
Is that what his chain got robbed?
No, that was before. That was
okay,
another
okay.
L from another time. That was like it went around, but it was kind of low. It didn't really get a lot of traction. I don't know. Some of the EXO guys put the whoopings on them. Put some whooping feet. Your whooping feet. Yeah.
It is real out here, bro.
So that might tie back into the whole. Okay, well, you guys run with OVO or whatever. I don't know because I never really thought about a Six Buzz OVO ties like that, where it would be like, okay, then they can't just post anything We Love Hip Hop related or related to the boy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really see Six Buzz as a music page like that or like, you know what I'm saying? But when I heard about that shit with The Weeknd or at the Weeknd concert, I was like, okay, maybe they ain't fucking with him because he might have some different ties.
Yeah, but a part of me wants to like give Drake some grace and say that maybe he doesn't even care about you enough to send that message from the top and be like, yo, don't rock with Friday. Like, but you're saying maybe
So they're just doing this just like
to appease him.
Like for the love of the game, like, oh, let's blackball Friday, like just cause like
No, well, I already have maybe there's also some of my own reasons. I'll take some accountability. Like I get provocative, yo. I'll talk my shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, I just fucking said some shit just now. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this is what I do. I'm not gonna sit over here, have a platform, and pull punches, bro. And to be honest, I pull a lot of punches. There's a lot of shit that I don't mention. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mentioning the man's personal business. Anything that I do mention is always in the public. Just not everybody's willing to take that kind of publicity.
Yeah. I just think when our most, I guess, trusted blogs are being influenced by external powers, it kind of is an injustice to the consumer.
Yes.
Because like you're giving a one-sided sort of narrative.
It's super obvious.
people start looking at you weird. It's kind of like back like a few years ago when all the social media networks were kind of like being controlled by the government a little bit, where all the speech was being like patrolled and controlled and all this stuff. So it was just like, wait, like what's going on out here?
How can we trust these sources if we know that they're compromised?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So by them like trying to diss the platform and blackball us and all that type of bullshit, you're literally showing how compromised you are. The people will be able to see it eventually. Eventually, all of them followers they're not going to go away, but they're not going to rock with you in the same way because they know that you're not keeping it real.
Mm-hmm. And I think this instance really displays them being either compromised or blatantly biased / disregarding of you, because for a story from the city to go on Shade Room, TMZ and stuff, like low-key, that's a victory for the whole city. Like, I don't really think people understand it like that, but some people did hit me up like, yo, this is big. Some people commented like, yo, we love hip-hop on, or on Shade Room, like hashtag Toronto to the world or whatever,
Mhm,
you know, like,
mhm.
so I think some people are able to recognize that this is a good look for like everyone in a sense. But I think because it came from a piece of your content, they were kind of like, nah, like fuck
Yo,
right.
the city is so like bad mind and
It's
like
crazy.
stupid in their thinking. Instead of being like, oh, if We Love Hip Hop is being platformed by the biggest media companies, and We Love Hip Hop gets bigger. Now, when Toronto artists come to We Love Hip Hop, they have more of a platform that they could push to. They want to just be like, oh, let's just stifle and suppress and make
Yeah.
sure no one watches it.
Yeah.
So we have no platforms to go to as artists.
And I hate using the J word the jealousy word, because like I never feel like, yo, people are jealousy, but that's literally the antithesis of jealousy, man. Like you can see, like, okay, well, it wasn't us, so fuck that shit.
No type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Natural hasn't even been potty that long. It's like, you know what I mean? Like
It's high level hate, fam. And I hate being like, oh, you got haters and jealousy, because like I think that's kind of cringe. But when you actually can see it in real life, like it's evidence.
I think it's just on us to keep turning up, leveling up, and make it undeniable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because yo, Drake is still following Ye. You know what I mean?
Actually, you refollowed him, I think.
Type thing.
Yeah.
Because I seen that he refollowed him, but then some people were saying that he never stopped. But I don't know. But the point is, Ye did way worse than you could ever do, brother. You know what I mean? So as long as we become undeniable, then people just have to rock with us.
Yeah. He's speaking facts. Yeah, man. Salute to Drizzy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna say that like we appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that was crazy. That was crazy.
Big up Drizzy.
Yeah, man. That helped really boost the visibility of the platform.
I have a couple girl that have me blocked. So I know when they were scrolling on the Shade Room that day, they seen the bad them. They're like,
ugh,
God damn it, they can't escape this.
They ate crow.
On the magazines, on the TV, no matter where you are, you gonna see me.
No, man, salute to the boy for that. But speaking of that, or speaking of the boy, he liked a comment under Keep Six's page, right? About the age difference between Pusha T and his wife.
I want to give a quick minute to give a shout out to Exotic Hot Pots, Canada's loudest brand. From high-grade strains to authentic grabber and all the rolling essentials, Exotic Hot Pots is about elevating your smoking session in true 5-star fashion. If you want delivery, make sure to hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot, and let them know that the We Love Hip Hop crew sent you. Big salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
Okay, Pusha T's been celebrating the birth of a second child. Oh, what the hell is going on here? I don't have my premium up right now. Yeah, he's celebrating the birth of a second child. And from there, I guess they started showing the age difference between the two of them. They're saying that Pusha was 29 when he met her at 18 and whatever. So yeah, it was basically off of a post off of somebody who posted on X, said, I'm sorry, this man is 29 and she was 18 when they got together. I won't address that bullshit, the post, but the age difference is yikes. And Drake liked the post.
Drake's been a little active on social media right now.
He's active.
Toronto social media specifically.
Now, I don't want to jump into these territories, but I guess we have to, because he's been, the Not Like Us song came out and all these allegations were on him.
Well, if this is the case, then Pusha clearly likes them young.
Does he? Okay,
bro,
clearly.
That's if you're 30 and your shawty is 19, you like them young, bro. We're not calling you a PDF, because I still don't think Kendrick called Drake a PDF.
He did.
Certified lover boy, certified.
He didn't say Drake.
Word for word.
He didn't say Drake, you're a PDF. He just said, hey Drake, I heard you like him young. So I feel like the same thing applies here. Like, yo, like you like,
Hey Push. I heard you like him young.
Pusha T.
Is this a story or is this a non-story? Because there's a lot of people like, okay, and I'm not defending the 18 thing, because 18 is kind of wild, because like you're still like growing up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, hold on,
but the 10-year age difference or 11-year age difference.
Zar, I'm 30, you're 30. Yeah. We're never going to go 18. The
20-year-olds.
There's a 19 prime right here, ready. Are you going for it? You're 30.
To smash or wife or what?
Either.
This guy's gonna be trying to get me canceled.
Take it out.
I'll answer. 2.
Personally,
After
I
you go.
would. Yeah.
You're taking it down.
19. I mean, that's an adult.
Prime.
She could be in her prime or not. I feel like 18 is like teeter-tottering, and 19 is like, for me, 20. If like you're 29 or 30 and you go for a 20-year-old, like I don't see the problem with that.
Yeah, I feel like once you enter your 20s, you're good.
I personally wouldn't go for a 19-year-old at this age, but like I don't think it's like illegal or morally wrong if it's two
19 is hot
consensual.
stepping still.
It's two
Like-
consensual adults.
But I wouldn't intentionally go for it. But if I went to the club and I brought a thing home and then I found out she was 19, like I wouldn't like cry. You know what I mean? I'd
You
be-
won't be in the bed like, ah.
like Californication, if you guys know that show.
Because by the time
yeah.
by the time you're 40, she'll be 29, and I don't think that's weird.
That's kind of fire.
Yeah.
You know, and like I don't think like, okay, 18 is wild, you know, especially if you're Pusha T. But I guess it's working. I mean, they're expecting another kid.
Yeah, they stay together. But I don't know. Drake liking the post, he's stirring up the shit, right? But I don't know why he's stirring up this type of shit, because he just went through a whole bunch of shit where people are accusing him of mad things, bro. And obviously not true and whatever. There's a whole lawsuit over it.
I think this was just to show, I guess, the hypocrisy of like, oh, all you guys are talking about A minor and liking them young and PDF and all this next stuff.
When your man's in them, yeah.
Yeah, isn't this your man's? However, I will say Pusha T was pretty quiet during the battle. Or at least once it started becoming about like minors and beatings and all this next stuff. Then he's like, all right, I'm a exit stage left, you know? So like,
Yeah, him and Virginia said, yeah, let's go get some dinner or something. Don't worry about all that music, all that hipping and hopping.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I feel like once people start getting to a certain status, that age bracket of gal is not a thing. Like, we're making it a thing. It's a story because Drake liked the post, but nobody usually cares in the grand scheme of things. Older mans always go for younger things, bro.
You know who I think is making this narrative? Older girls that like guys don't want anymore. So whenever they see a high value, older, richer dude going for a young girl, they're going to demonize it and try to virtue signal and showcase that that's wrong for this many reasons.
It's a hit piece from the aunties?
I personally think so, because like these young girls are going for older dudes.
That's what I'm saying.
These old dudes like younger women. So it's the girls in between that are like
the washed ones.
They're the ones pissed.
Yeah.
Drake is the one that made this a story, and Drake is not a woman. You know what I mean? So a woman is not the one that was hating on the situation. It was
Look at
Drake.
the original tweet though.
Yeah, it was a woman hating on it.
Okay. That's a good
It's
point.
never a dude, and if it is, it's some super
But, bro,
like
look
leftist.
Look at the photo, fam. Look at Pusha. Look at his wife. You don't think he looks? It looks kind of weird. He looks.
They don't look that much. Yo, that's
Nah,
what I'm saying.
He looks
bro.
way older than her, bro.
But he is older than her. That's cool. Like it's normal.
And black don't crack.
Nah,
She's
his is cracking a
29.
little bit. Like he looks like his pop. He looks like her pops. You know what I mean? Like if I seen them on roads, I would be like, "Oh, like would you and your father like to be seated?" It's like,
Okay, so okay. See, I got you. What about Sweetie? She's moving around right now, or is it Sweetie or no?
I know Ruby.
No, not Ruby Rose.
Drea, not
Summer
Walker?
Summer Walker. She's running around with like a old foot, like a super old foot right now. Nobody's saying. They're kind of clowning it, but like everybody's like, "Go get it, girl."
It's a rollout, and she's doing it to do like the Anna Nicole Smith thing. She's not actually like dating that old.
But
man.
he could be tricking on it, and maybe he's buying some nons off it.
But I'm not saying that anything's wrong with this, you know? 'Cause, bro, I'm 30 and I'll still chat to a 20-year-old, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that like if someone were to look at this and say, yo, that's a big age gap, like what's going on over there? Like I wouldn't fault them, you know?
Yeah, like me personally, I think the only issue you could have with like a younger woman who's still an adult but younger is that like mentally there's such a gap between you and her that it could be seen as like an imbalanced
You
dynamic.
got nothing to talk about.
Or like it's almost like manipulative, where it's like you have access to so much more information and like resources that it's like unfair.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Yo, I'm recording right
Who's
now.
that, Five?
All right.
Mad.
Because I was calling when I'm recording.
Gee.
Yeah. Sorry. What were you saying now?
What was I saying? Yeah, like just the gap in understanding and life experience can make it predatory in some ways.
But
Predatory
and I know it sounds
crazy.
like predatory does sound great. The only thing I would say is like, because women are like it's like hypergamy, right? Like they move based off hypergamy, where like they either have to date up or date like slightly above their level. Where I feel like it kind of makes sense why younger women do go for older men.
Hold on, explain date up and over their level. I need an explanation.
Like hypergamy in the sense of like, oh, if we're literally on the same level financially, mentally, emotionally, all that stuff, then like they're not going to be as attracted to you than the guy that like makes more money than them, has more power than them. Like,
Right.
Like just like like how they're wired is like they're more attracted to like dating up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How a lot of them are
exactly.
Yeah,
there are
not
certain
all.
shorties that like do take care of mine and like the yam head them. You know, but like most women do try to
get their best option.
Stop. Flag on the play. What is a yam head? As a man who's been in Toronto for 100,000 years, I never heard that one yet, bro.
Okay, my bad, audience. A yam head is like those shotties that like, okay, they wake up, go to work, and then before they leave, their man wakes up like, oh, babe, leave the car keys. They're going to need it.
That's a yam head.
Babe, I'm going to leave the car. So then they leave the car.
Whoops.
Yeah, basically. Like I eat that girl.
Oh, the change. I gotta change the title to yam head. Oh, shit, man.
That is hilarious. So I feel like women, they kind of prefer to date up because it's easier, you know what I mean? Like the man's gonna take care of everything. They just have to sit there and look pretty.
So wait a minute. So aren't men's yam heads then too? Right?
Yeah, those are gal clowns.
Gal clowns or simps as they call them,
exactly.
right? Because like, getting into my age group, if I'm gonna get any girls that are like in their 20s, I have to have bread. Because ain't no girl in their 20s trying to deal with a man who's 50 years old, fam. Unless you have daddy issues.
I don't think that's a gal clown, but hold on. What's your perspective?
No, I was gonna say like if you're 50 dealing with a 20-year-old, you have to have some sort of resources that like she would think is attractive.
It's the only way.
But I feel like as a man in general, you have to have something. Like, I don't think like if you build yourself up as a man and then you're taking care of your woman, I don't think you're a gal clown at all.
No, but the 50-year-old, I don't want to say Walmart worker, but the 50-year-old guy who, let's say he just manages a telemarketing company.
Yeah.
Right? Or he's a manager at a telemarketing office, right? He's not picking up the 20-year-old girl at the telemarketing office, bro. She doesn't care about him.
No, he might because he's the manager. So even just like that power dynamic is enough to give him some leverage. Or like even these like university students who are like 21, 22, like they'll see a dude like that and be like, okay, like, he has his own crib, he has his own whip, blah, blah, blah. Like it's more than dudes their age have.
Yeah, I guess.
Like in university, there was this Venezuelan, she's like Venezuelan and Trinidadian, bro. Bad. Put a shoddy culture on it, So then I'm dealing with it, we're talking stuff, and then like she's telling me about her job. And she's like, oh, like I get paid for a certain amount of days, but I only work half of the days. Like I still get paid for the full. I'm like, yo, how did you work that out? And she's like, oh, I sleep with the Mayu from time to time.
That's crazy.
And then in my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, like just because the man is the manager and he controls the schedule, he's getting like me. I have to spend mad game to this shot. You take her on all this next thing.
And the thing that's crazy is not the fact that she's fucking him. The fact that she just felt so free to just tell you, yeah, I just give him some pussy every once in a while.
And she was one of the badder things. So, and that's when I kind of realized that like, some of the baddest things are the most ran true, have the most bodies. You know what I mean?
Prostitutes more times.
Exactly.
Because they know how to weaponize their sexuality. And I think even beyond like quote unquote like S workers, even the average girl understands the value of their like them in the sexual marketplace.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I don't know, man. It was just, I felt like this story got more inflated than it needed to be. Like, man was just trying to celebrate his kid. And Drake just kind of kiboshed the man's freaking parade, bro. But it is what it is, bro. Like, a lot of mans like girls that are not at least 10 years younger, because any more than that, then like you might be going crazy. But as the older you get, you know, there's 40-something-year-olds that are dealing with girls 20 years younger than them.
And even now that I'm in my 30s, like I can sometimes see myself becoming the guy that I used to hate. Like when I was in my 20s, I'd be like, yo, why is this 30-year-old coming with like his salary and like his stability, taking the geldom away? You know what I mean? But now it's full circle. Like
that was the YN hate right there. This guy's got a salary and he's stable. He's paying his mortgage.
No facts. Like, yo, man, them used to pull up and like, yo, they have a place to bring the geldom. They have a whip and all this next stuff, and you're just there with like university books.
This guy got a minivan and shit. Fuck this guy, man. All responsible and shit.
And I almost think it's like biological, because even at the strip club, like the younger rippers, like they usually do the best, and it's not like, it's not intentional. I think like naturally, like more dudes gravitate towards them.
Yeah. Makes all the old auntie strippers hate.
Yeah, it's not like they're going for like the 40-year-old rippers. Like they're going for like the ones in their 20s.
They could smell the desperation coming off of the 40-year-old rippers. Just get me out of here. I've been in here for 20-something years. Well, yeah, man. Salute to, I don't know who to salute in this, because if I salute Pusha T, then they're gonna jump on my head. How could you salute one of Drake's ops? And,
salute Drake for getting the heat off of the piss story onto the Pusha T story. And he got the heat off, and he took the heat from Wheel of Hip Hop and put it on Keepsake Solid. Because Ak reacted to the Keepsake Solid post, but didn't react to the
did not react to the Wheel of Hip Hop post.
Guys, talk about this instead. I'll just like this.
No, fam.
You're right.
Man's cooking, fam. Like,
no, it's facts.
Like it was within 24 hours, bro. Like, go on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And why didn't Ak cover the shit? Like, salute to Ak, right? And I jumped in the comments crazy last night when he went live. And he answered me. He was like, don't worry, Friday. I'm going to cover that with Aiden. Why is everybody else, as far as, besides the Toronto medias that weren't posting it, why are some of these other YouTubers afraid to cover it? Flacco, salute to Flacco. He's the one who did the post on No Jumper. Okay?
Yeah.
But he didn't do a video on it. He skipped it, and I think he went to the Drake Pusha T thing too. Go on, bro. It's like, are people afraid of the story?
Maybe like, I was gonna say maybe it wasn't like enough to make a story out of it, but imagine making a story out of this Pusha T thing.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No, this is what I think. I think Drake took that as an opportunity to clear the rumor. And then when he saw the reception where the vast majority of people were denying Drake's claim, like they were convinced that like, nah, like he did get pissed on, like, nah, like, so T.I.'s lying, T.I. confirmed this. Like the majority of comments were to that narrative. So I felt like he was like, oh, it didn't really work how I wanted to work. I thought this would make it so that everyone believed me.
Well, it went viral everywhere, right? So maybe T.I. needs to follow up. We need some follow-ups. And we'll see. Right now, while this is out, there might be like a gazillion YouTube videos that went up from all of these people, and I'm just talking shit right now. So who knows? You know what I'm saying?
I've been seeing videos posted about it ever since. Every like these, you know, those like smaller blog pages in like Wisconsin, Miami, like they're all posting it.
Yeah.
And
there's a lot of YouTubers. Salute to Shake Smooths. He covered it, but like other than that, like I didn't see
like,
bigger ones.
Like I think it's like Fantastic Hip Hop and like Rap. There's like another one where they literally cover everything Drake or Kendrick related. So I was kind of keeping my eye out to see if they're covering it, and they haven't dropped a video on it either. So I'm just like,
I don't know. Maybe they're still working. Maybe they're editing it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Getting back into something a little bit more local. Have you guys been following the Plaga trial?
I have not.
So Plaga, for the people who are outside of the GTA who don't know, and DJ Natural Wave, he's a Toronto rapper. He's actually from the East End.
CLE?
I think
I'm
not sure.
Plaga, that sounds like a mad Mexican, like Bad Bunny type.
No, when you put in just the name Plaga in the YouTube search, you get like bare Mexican like drug lords and shit. Like that, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, he's a rapper from the East End. There was a party that was going down in like somewhere, one of those out west places. Where is the area again? Let me just pull up the article.
Where's Plaga from? Because I don't want to. I don't want to get it wrong. El Plaga El Alfa.
I know.
De
Right?
la mama de la mama.
Let me see if I can pull up the article here. Let's see. El Plaga. So basically, okay, Fort Erie.
He's black?
Yeah. No, he's a brother from the East End.
I
they're
rate the
saying.
name. The name's hard and stuff.
Right? And they're saying that he went to a party in Fort Erie, and RIP to these two women over here, Kristen Cooks and Juliana Pananzio. All right. So what the story is that these girls were at a party. They were invited by the owner of the home, and I guess they said that El Plaga was also one of the people who brought these girls there. The party was going on, everything was cool, and then all of a sudden, like they found the two girls dead, sitting in, like one was sitting in a chair and then one was in a bed in the house with shots, and they were shot dead. And then I'll place a new story that I have from this.
That is so weird.
Right, but right now, like, because the trial started about 2 weeks ago now, one of the main witnesses are giving a lot of pushback as far as their testimony.
Like they're changing the story?
Yeah, they're not even trying to really cooperate too tough. So this is the initial news story from when the trial started like 3 weeks ago.
Heard from several officers today who were part of piecing together the evidence in the killing of two young women at a house party in Fort Erie. A Toronto rapper is on trial for their deaths. Emily Taylor was at the Welland Courthouse today and has more.
It's the first week of this trial here in Welland, and the Crown is laying out its case against 27-year-old Christopher Lucas. Lucas has pled not guilty to 2 counts of second-degree murder in the shooting deaths of 18-year-old Christina Crooks from Toronto and 20-year-old Juliana Panunzio from
18
Essex.
and 20.
The young women were killed at a house party in Fort Erie on January 19th, 2021. Juliana's family was in court today, and they tell me sitting through trial feels like living that day, January 19th, 2021, over and over again. They plan to attend court every single day and say they hope going through the legal process will allow them to start grieving Juliana's death, a young woman they describe as a ray of sunshine and a champion for underdogs. Today, among other witnesses, the court heard from a Niagara police officer who helped piece together security footage from a nearby house showing the driveway and roads next to the scene on the Niagara Parkway. The video shows several vehicles coming and going before police cruisers show up just after 4:30 in the morning. The trial.
So here's the thing when it comes to this case, right? Because the star witness, and I'll pull up the, I think Keep Six covered this, but it was also on Reddit and a few other places, right? Let me just pull up the article here because it was on the Toronto Sun. All right. Let me just find the name of the person that, like, okay, Bahir, or what's this? Bahler? How do you pronounce that? Baller. All right. The person is one of the people who own the house here. So, 27-year-old Lucas pleaded not guilty. So, okay, in her opening address, the jury, Assistant Crown Attorney Jody, whatever, said that Bahar called 911 and subsequent statements to the police were riddled with lies and omission. On Thursday, many of such and such as, what's that word there? Ostepew's questions to the witness were met with vague and at times combative answers. I don't know what happened. The woman repeatedly questioned, not involved. The Scarborough woman testified that she was sitting in her friend's car outside the Niagara Parkway home on January 19th of 2021 when she heard a loud noise followed by an exodus of people leaving the home. The 33-year-old said that she had been consuming alcohol and marijuana that night and was intoxicated. An audio of Bahir 9-minute 911 call made an hour after the shooting was previously played to the jury. I posted some stuff online and I gave the address like come to the party, whatever. And people came and I didn't know. But here told the dispatcher. I went outside with my friend for a smoke and I heard some stuff and we just left. She never mentioned the 2 women who had been shot and that could have been needed the medical help. Panunzio's body was found in a chair in the living room and Crooks was found in a bedroom of the house. Both women had been shot by a Glock pistol. You want to finish this for me right here, Zar?
Police later determined Baller had returned to the waterfront property after the shooting, and before calling 911 to retrieve her belongings and her car, she made the 911 call as she made her way back to Toronto. Cell phone records indicate there were multiple phone calls between the woman and Trevor Barnett, totaling 48 minutes prior to the 911 call.
Barnett is the guy who owns the house, or who rented the house, I think. Yeah.
Okay, Baller had rented the short-term rental for a party to celebrate the Scarborough man's 29th birthday. Wait, is Barnett, that's the owner of the house, or that's
No.
That's Plaga.
Okay.
No, Plaga is Lucas, right?
Okay.
Trevor Barnett is also a person, he withheld some evidence, and he ended up getting fucked up in this case too, but
Court
it'll come up.
heard she deleted their call logs prior to turning her cell phone over to police. Are you protecting Trevor Barnett? The Crown asked. I'm not involved. Baller replied, are you protecting Christopher Lucas? I'm not involved. Barnett, also a resident of Scarborough, previously testified both victims were alive when he left the waterfront property.
Yeah. So it's and there's a little bit more here. Despite that assertion, he deactivated his cell phone, took steps to return the rental vehicle, and had driven the party and instructed other attendees on what to say to police. Niagara Regional Police later seized his shoes, and testing determined that the victim's blood was on his shoelaces. Barnett was originally charged with 2 counts of murder in relation to the homicides. Those charges were dropped following a preliminary hearing after the judge ruled that it was not enough evidence to prove that he was that he was a party to the murders. Baller, who had no criminal record at the time of the incident, pleaded guilty in 2024 to obstruction of justice for giving the police false and misleading information regarding the double homicide. She was sentenced at the time served. She spent 3 months in custody pending trial, followed by probation for 2 years. So yeah, this is like a wild case. So right now, they're saying that person, Baller, who's, I guess, one of the star witnesses, is not being very cooperative. You know what I'm saying? From all of the evidence that we have here, because I don't really feel that anybody ever had like a eyewitness to somebody shooting these 2 girls. But then there's like all of these things that happened afterwards that they're saying, okay, well, that has to be them.
We go to the next slide.
The last slide here?
Yeah. Panundius only can always through crooks. The Crown's theory is Lucas pulled the trigger and that the evidence will show that he acted in a manner which, based on human experience and logic, is consistent with the conduct of a guilty person and inconsistent with the conduct of an innocent person.
This has happened back in 2021. We're in 2025. Obviously, it takes time for these cases to come to the trial, right? And I'm not trying to say, don't get me wrong, because I know some people are going to be like, free Plaga. If he's innocent, free him. You know what I'm saying? But from all of the evidence that we're getting to see from what is getting put into all these news publications, what do you guys think? Does he look more innocent or guilty? Because I don't know, man. There's a lot of missing pieces here, bro.
Yeah, it feels like there's not enough there to paint the full picture.
Yeah.
You know, they might even have to, I guess, lessen the charges, go for a plea. But if I'm the family, I'll be devastated. You know what I mean? Because you really, even if you don't get justice, you want to know what happened to your daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your daughter goes to a party and she gets emmed. Bro, someone in that crib did it, and whoever did, I think, I don't support saying oh, free this guy if he did something super, super crazy and brazen like that. I don't rate that, bro. And I'm not saying Plaga did. I don't know if the other guy did it. I don't know who did it, but somebody did it. And it seems
the smoke shotties is what?
And it seems like somebody somebody connected to it. They're trying to erase the track, so to speak. They're trying to assist in making sure that they can't really deliver a full sentence.
Yeah.
And this is, I don't know, it's just terrible, bro.
Yeah, man. It's hard to call it right now because I don't want to say that, they're planting all of this stuff on Plaga and it's, it's easy to just say, okay, well, he's, gangster rapper. It's obviously him. Because that's one of the angles that a lot of people will go on. But that could be an angle too. It's not something that you can take off the table. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, yeah, I was at the party too. Doesn't mean I shot her.
Because look at the picture they used of him and everything. They found the most crazy, psycho looking,
Yeah.
It's crazy that victim's blood on the guy's shoelace was insufficient evidence.
Well, yeah, because
Like, how else did that blood get? I mean, obviously there are many ways blood could get on your shoelace, but like, realistically,
like, what if it's just on the tip of the shoelace and then like, or like, what if you didn't even have your shoes on and then
it got
like,
splattered or something?
You know what I mean? And then like you went to go get your shoes and then like there was already blood there type thing.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
not enough to like prove it, but it's kind of like that's a pretty big tell, bro. Like, why are you even by there? Why are you even around where the blood could splatter?
As soon as there's reasonable doubt, then you know they like a solid case. You know what I mean?
And it's not as easy as people think to convict somebody for an M.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It has to be like, what do they call it? Unsurmounted evidence or whatever.
It's like beyond a doubt or something.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
Beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, it can't just be like, oh, I think we got enough evidence, put them in jail. Like, no, this is an M.
No,
so if you got to get everything, cross your, dot your
like
I's,
motive,
cross your T's.
all them things.
Everything has to be correct. One technicality, you got to drop those charges down or let that person out.
Yeah.
So who knows? From all of this and that uncooperative witness, El Plaga might walk.
I don't think the witness, like, I think the witness just didn't actually know what happened. They're like,
That's
yo,
possible
we just
too.
called, bro. Like, how am I supposed to know? I didn't see anyone. Like
The timing of the calls, though, man. Like, I've been
An
keeping
hour
up.
after?
Yeah, bro. Like, you drove away and then you decided to call 911. Why don't you call 911 as soon as you discovered the thing happened?
maybe they were in on it.
Who knows? So, yeah, to be continued. They said this trial is going to continue all the way into December. So who knows, man? What's going to continue with this, man? I was watching the Reddits as I usually do, and I seen WhyG start going crazy.
Ready for the road. Road Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels. Road ready, ready for the road.
Okay, he made a post, and I'll pull up the post right here. This is from his TikTok, I guess.
Listen, if you could show 100,000, if you could show 100,000, listen, if you could show 100,000 that you have right now, I promise you, ain't you on the spot. Your bitch is watching this. I bet your bitch is like, damn.
I was watching the stream.
Show her that you got 100,000 name. I'll let you talk. I swear to God. I swear to God. This kid.
Okay, so YG, damn, that actually looks like.
I think it is 10 stacks.
No, it might be 100 racks.
And
bro.
each one is 10 stacks. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, so he has 100 bands, you know, and quite the array.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the stream in the background playing of when 6ix9ine was trolling Top 5 and saying that you can't show 10 bands or whatever.
Yeah, I feel like low-key, he might have even saw my reaction when I was reacting on live stream to the shit. When I was like, next time you go live with 6ix9ine, make sure to go to the bank machine wherever you need to go and get at least 10 racks ready because he's going to ask you for that shit. You know
Nah,
what I'm
10
saying?
racks is not enough.
Yeah. I don't know, bro. Like, I know I completely forgot that these guys were beefing for a second.
Is YG a part of BFR?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know, it's adding on to the lore with 6ix9ine, bro. 6ix9ine is making Top 5 catch some L's right now, bro. I think he might need to address that, bro. He needs to do like a maximum super max live, bro.
Yo, Top 5, stop trying to run down the American streamers. And I swear you can't even go to America right now.
Yeah.
So I know what he's trying to do, but like calling in to the Neon streams and then mans are banging the phone on you. Mans are flashing knives through the screen.
Holding the phone like this while you're yelling. Like, you see what I just did? You see what I just did?
Putting the phone in the toilet and stuff. Like, bro, you can't get reverse toilet. Like, you were the king flush. You can't have mans do that to you, bro. Like, fam, get it together. Holla at Friday. You just called Friday, though. So you're on the right track. And I'm not saying that I know what you should do. You know what I mean? Although my content...
No. Let's workshop this. Let's do a quick
like,
We Love Hip Hop workshop, okay?
Fix this business segment
Fix
real
this
quick.
business, right? We'll steal a segment from Joe Budden and them. How do we get Top 5? What does he need to do as far as planning to get back at 6ix9ine, his nemesis is at this point his nemesis, bro.
Okay, because 6ix9ine is going on these streams, and because he has the main microphone, like you can't call into where a man has the main microphone and then like he's banging the phone on you. Like the power dynamic is too crazy. You got to go somewhere where you have home court advantage. So if you could hit up maybe a Kishka, maybe who else is out here? You know, even pull up to a We Love Hip Hop, and like you could actually go, bro. We were just on Shade Room and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So there's certain places you could go to in the city. Even go back to, I don't know if you want to go back to London, but there's certain places over there where you can go and get a large audience.
Yeah.
Tell Vlad to hurry up and forward. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to fight back on an even playing field. Calling in like it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is not going to come.
Now, you can't call in and jump on their stream. You need to
host it.
You need they need to be calling into you. So those are good ideas, but what about the live aspect? Anybody, what can he do to be live? Because these moments are happening to him while 6ix9ine is live.
But 6ix9ine is live on other man's platform, so he should be doing this. He should be collabing like crazy.
Yeah, maybe even Discord or who's that guy that used to work for Neon from Toronto?
Cribuzz. He still works.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like Cribuzz would be the best option.
To get on Cribuzz stream?
Get on Cribuzz, get 6ix9ine on there and have them go back and forth.
Yeah.
And then like if people are talking over, like mute it.
Yeah, and make sure that you get your audio correct. Okay? Because that thing where like man was able to take his pink mitten and freaking mute the man's voice basically is not a good look, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get ready. Like, you know, we're gonna get to it in a second. When I was on the spaces last night, in my crib, I felt bad for the other people in the crib because I was yelling loud.
But you have to.
But you gotta go loud, bro. Like, if you're gonna be going against, like, you don't have to be really feeling that way. You just gotta, you gotta elevate. You gotta rise to the moment, fam. You gotta go crazy against certain people, bro.
I don't remember who said it. I think it was Seth Rogen or one of those comedians. They're like, if you're ever getting heckled, sometimes you have to go nuclear in order to like reset the room and reclaim the power. Like,
make it awkward.
You know what I mean? Because they're trying to heckle you. Like you just have to go so crazy that they can't even they don't get a word in. They can't even like top the power that you just exhibited. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you can't have man's like, and I know YG and 5, they have an ongoing issue that's been going on, BFR versus GGGs, right? But when they're watching those L's, they're like, now they're building ammo. So now it's becoming like a 20v1. So you don't want 6ix9ine to start a trend of your ops finding new ways to get at you because 6ix9ine's providing the content, bro. That's not a good look, bro.
Facts.
And I'm not talking behind his back because I'll tell him this too behind the scenes too. Like, bro, don't let these guys not bully you, but kinda like 6ix9ine's.
They're trolling.
And 6ix9ine's very popular. You know what I'm saying?
He is having a grand resurgence.
Yeah. So you got to find a way where it's like, if this super guy, like viral guy is trying to get at you, because he's contacting him too. You know what I'm saying? Spin that shit, bro.
Yeah, I just think maybe 6ix9ine sees Top 5 in his mind as like an easy target because of like the incidents and stuff. And I feel like with 6ix9ine, it's like, you're going to call him a rat. You're going to call him this, that. And it's kind of like, we've already heard it. So with Top 5, it's like everything 6ix9ine is saying is kind of new chops.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Top 5 responses are things that like we already heard about 6ix9ine, like rainbow colored hair this, and you're a rat and you're broke, or like you're owing taxes, whatever. Like,
yeah, that's why his other ops, they don't really have much to say against him, because they used all of that back when he first came home.
Exactly.
Oh, you a rat. We don't like you. We don't fuck with you. Even Drake, not Drake. Dirk dissed him on the Drake track. You know what I'm saying? So
we
like,
do not listen to rats.
Yeah. So now it's like, all right, we heard that already, bro. What else you got? You know what I'm saying? Dare I say, before we end this, he might be invincible when it comes to trolling. Like, people can still put hands on 6ix9ine and shit. And when it comes to like online trolling, because he went through that storm of being called a rat so long ago, he might be invincible now, bro.
Because he made it out.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say to him to make him feel like, oh man, you got me, man.
Nah, you can still get him easy.
How?
You can still get him so easy. Yo, the man wears lace front wigs. The man tricks crazy. Like, to be honest, if I was top 5, find a way to get on Punga's stream, because Punga's been having a lot of. Okay, Punga rolls with Kai Cenat and those mans.
Okay.
He's like, I want to say like G League. We don't know how there's like Torta and Ray and those mans.
Yeah.
So he rolls with those guys, but he's like the least popular one of those guys. But recently he's been bringing Swissley, Valiant, and all these Jamaican stars onto his stream, and it's been going crazy. Toronto has a lot of like Jamaican, Caribbean lore, so I feel like if top 5 could even tap into that market, then you could troll 6ix9ine. Oh, you're a Batman wearing wigs. You're doing all these freaky things, you know what I mean? And you could kind of troll them from that angle. Because the rat thing might not be able to get it, but man them still want their manhood, you know what I mean? Pause.
Yeah, and like we gotta find a way. He has to have a sound that's being used where he's on the winning end.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can't have a sound being used where like top 5's getting just shitted on, bro.
A man with wigs is like going crazy. A snitch wearing wigs is going like, come on, fam. There's so much you could use there, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even a top troll like that, bro. This is just me going off. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, fam, it's like, you know, that I wish a nigga would type of vibe. I wish that was me in that position. You know what I'm saying? Not like, pause.
Yeah.
Right? Like if 6ix9ine ever had shit to say to me, bro, I would just keep on rapid fire, bro. Just loud, fam.
Do you think top 5's a little like tired, like exhausted, like over
might
it?
Be, bro.
You know, like the man has had like, okay, the incident that happened in London, then he had to heal, and then it's like, bro, like
not to interrupt you, before the London incident, RIP to his brethren, after he did the Canada's Wonderland stream, his brethren got shot.
Oh, for real?
So it's a lot.
That is a lot. And it's like, bro, can I just have a moment to like recalibrate and like get my stuff in order, bro? Like
now you're being attacked by this rainbow head kid.
You know what I mean? Like,
in front of the world.
Like, let me get my 100 bands in order first before you're telling me to show it on stream, dog. Like,
I'm trying to regroup right now, and then you're getting attacked. That's the best time, bro.
Like, yo, the man could only send 5 bands to Broski on this conversation. You know what I mean?
It was one band, no?
No, it was one.
Oh, it was one?
Yeah. Woo.
Dog, that says it all, fam.
Get up! No, salute the top 5, man. I'm gonna get on the phone with him after we finish filming, and you know I'm gonna give him some pointers, and you know
tell him to pick up in Punga. That might actually go crazy. So.
Yeah, man. Or pull up over here, man. We'll live stream it. You know, maybe not in here, because people know where this place is, but maybe go and do a live stream with him and let him get his shit off, bro. Like, you gotta do something, bro.
I'll help you troll, dog. Trust.
Yeah. We'll be like Sergio de Bergerac.
Instead of ghost writers, we're troll writers.
Yeah. That was the guy who was like sending the pickup the nice lines to the homeboy so he can get his girl.
Oh, for real?
It's some old school shit.
We're like the earpiece. We're like speaking. I'm like, all right, say this.
Yeah. No. Now talk about the trunk. Talk about the trunk.
Call him a kingfish.
Yo, you're a king dish. We said kingfish.
But yeah, man, salute to top 5, man, and salute to YG, man. Yeah, man, salute to both of them. I was on a stream last night, or on a Spaces, okay,
going insane.
Yeah.
Nuclear.
I went on to Danny from the Stop. He was holding a Spaces last night. He holds regular Spaces. And I jumped in just to maybe ask about the Drake and Kendrick stuff for a second. Not the Drake Kendrick, the Drake T.I. stuff, right? And the conversation went left, but we ain't gonna talk about that. Right? Y'all can go check out the Spaces if you want to see how that conversation went left. But it doesn't mean that I didn't like.
It don't mean that. Nothing else you said means
that I
anything.
didn't like Euphoria. I didn't think that.
Well,
Not
don't like it then. What are we talking?
We
can't have a what's the conversation about, gang? Just move on, bro.
I'm just saying. I think people have the ability to like both people, bro.
Well, have the ability somewhere else. Have abilities, disabilities, misabilities, nigga. Just go over there with it. Like, what are you talking about? You said the best song was this, so that's the best song. What the fuck you want to talk about?
So you're telling me you never liked any of Kendrick's music?
What does that have to do with anything? I'm not
asking you
going
a
on a
fucking
diatribe about
question,
something
nigga.
else. You said the best song in the beat
I'm
was
asking
this.
you a
That's it.
question, nigga. I'm asking you, did
I
you
don't care
ever
about your
like any of
question,
Kendrick's
nigga.
music?
Like, get that weird ass shit on somewhere, gang.
Did you like any? Did
I
you
don't
ever
give a
like any
fuck
of
about
Kendrick's
what you
music?
asking me. You already, hey, is Family
I'm
Reasons the
asking you
best
a
song in the beef or
question, nigga.
no?
Did you ever like any of
I'm not
Kendrick's
answering your
music?
question. I don't give a fuck about your question. That's the point.
Well,
That's why I just said
maybe
move
that's what
on.
the fucking problem is. You just don't
Well,
know
yeah,
how
you
to
can
be
say whatever the
genuine.
problem is. Your gaslight don't work on the moon, gang. What are we talking about? Stop it.
What's a bar? The gaslight don't work on the moon. I'm gonna try that on somebody. All right, let me see. We got
Nigga can't even answer the question.
wow, we got OVO people in here. I see all the familiar like OVO folks.
But as we kind of like calmed it down and stuff like that, we started talking about what I'm here for. Like, I'm like, I'm not here just to talk about Drake and shit. Like, I represent Toronto Canadian hip hop. So like, if I'm gonna get my chance, I want to bring up some rappers and shit, right? So I asked them, why hasn't the Drake and Tory Lanez effect translated to the rest of the scene where we have as many artists that are as successful as even like maybe Tory, right? So here's what people are saying here.
Let's get the American perspective on Toronto rappers.
Scene over here, so you'd have to tap in and to really, really find out about the people I'm talking about.
So I got hit to fucking UK music this year.
What is it about Toronto music though, besides Drake, that a lot of people just don't fuck with?
The
Y'all can
accent.
be honest with me.
I say the accent, just like UK. I wasn't fucking with UK rap at all, but then I listened to Central C album like just randomly, and that shit changed my whole outlook on.
Changed his whole outlook.
So did it make you go back and listen to other UK guys?
Yeah, I fuck. Now I fuck with Skepta, fuck with Dave, fuck with Central C. I fuck with Nems. I fuck with Digger.
But then technically Drake or like Tory Lanez should have had the same effect, no?
Yeah.
So then why didn't it?
But I wasn't too heavy on Tory either until that nigga got locked up, and then I dived into his music.
Yeah, but he had hits. Like he broke in the American scene.
Not so yeah, hits.
Right. So why didn't Drake and Tory's success translate to other Toronto rappers like Pressa, Smiley, all those guys?
I'll say I fuck with Toronto rappers.
To keep it a beat.
I don't think that's the vibe. I don't think
Tory and Drake sound more American than Canadian.
Yeah.
Keep it a buck. I think that shit. I think it translates easier for American listeners.
1,000%.
y'all just more known for R&B. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all like majority of y'all producers are like R&B centric and singing centric. So, because I went back and listened to Drake's first, what I would say Drake's first diss track.
This is important right here.
When the first guy he ever battled from Toronto.
Aristo.
Yeah, listen to that. Fire diss track, by the way. The guy before him, before he could rap real good, and he sounds American damn near. But I guess it's just I don't know what the Canadian UMG budget is for y'all over there. So guys sound good. Yeah, so I could say that, but and y'all know how to blend in with the American culture where we don't know if y'all are Canadians or not. Yeah. But other than that, rapping wise, like y'all just need more shot at it. Y'all just need more shot at it. And the only advice I would say is like y'all need to be broken in America before y'all get broken in Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto got a whole big ass scene over here. So
and he goes on to say that Roddy Ricch blew up in Atlanta first instead of LA. And that's why everybody was on to Roddy Ricch, because nobody knew he was from LA. That's the example that he used for Toronto rappers. He thinks that And this is not like some industry expert or whatever, just
Yeah,
like
just like a random
fans.
person.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like people who listen to music and they like music, you know what I'm saying? So
But if you listen to like a Drake song or a Tory song, it's a stark difference than if you listen to like the average Toronto song. You know?
yeah, yeah,
The average
yeah.
Toronto man, like pure polys, heavy accent, you know, like
Mhm.
it doesn't really sound international, if you get what I'm saying, you know?
So then what we were doing back in the days, full circle to what we were talking about in the beginning of the pod, was that not, I guess, a good thing? Even though I still cringe when I think about it, like that's what they wanted.
Yeah, but you guys were doing it here in almost like a vacuum. Like all you guys, it's just circulating around each other. You guys weren't going to the States and rapping like that and getting fans.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was like you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
were just rapping for Toronto in a New York accent.
Not necessarily. We were trying to get out to the world, but like
I think
there's only so much you could do, right?
I think it's like you said, like the budgets weren't here, you know what I mean? Like the labels are focused on guaranteed profits, which like the American artists, like to take a risk on a random Canadian artist is like, you know, like which label's doing that?
A lot did. But back in those days, like especially like the late 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s, you know, Canadian divisions of labels like EMI, Sony, and all them, they were signing guys, right?
Yeah, but you guys are gonna get the same budgets as the American.
No, not even close.
So that's what like that's why there's gonna be a difference in impact.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
But all of the people that they were signing, it was like more like the safer bets. They weren't kind of go too hood with it. And everybody was still kind of American sounding. Like Choclair, everybody, even though they had their own little slangs and all that, they still sounded kind of Americanized.
Yeah, that makes sense. I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
the Beatles sounded American.
Yeah.
Like it was kind of like Americans set the standard for global music or like modern music. And everyone else is just trying to like emulate that.
Yeah. One thing they did mention, or one of these guys mentioned in this spaces, they said, you know, there was a melodic sound.
R&B.
But no, they also mentioned the melodic rap sound later on. They were talking about Casper. They mentioned another rapper as well. I have a longer version of this, right?
Doobie, maybe?
Let me see if I can pull up the longer version, because they talked about a...
We know he wasn't that big, my nigga. No offense. Sound good, yes, I could say that, but and y'all know how to blend in with the American culture where we don't know if y'all are Canadians or not.
Yeah.
But other than that, rapping wise, like y'all just need more. Y'all just need more shot at it. Y'all just need more shot at it. And the only advice I would say is like y'all need to be broken in America before y'all get broken in Toronto.
Type shit.
Not the other way around. Because usually in America, you got to break in your city before you break anywhere else. It's rarely ever like, what's the guy's name from LA? What's the guy's name? The rapper.
That really doesn't
Roddy
narrow it
Ricch.
down.
I thought he was Roddy Ricch. He broke in Atlanta before I even found out he was from LA.
Yeah, but then that didn't last.
It didn't last, but again, nigga, beggars can't be choosers. Like people gotta realize that.
No, his last. That last.
People need to understand that Drake is an anomaly. Lil Wayne's an anomaly. Nicki Minaj is an anomaly. You're not supposed to have a career for 20 years. How many niggas before them had 20-year careers?
That's true.
Yes, but Tory came from Toronto too. And people love Tory in America.
Yes, he did. He lasted. He did well. He would have been way bigger after the pandemic, if not the Megan situation.
Yeah, but even before that, he's collaborated with everybody.
Okay, but the thing is,
sorry?
With Drake and Tory, they're not just rappers though.
They rap and sing.
You know what I mean? So like, you can't compare them to like a Toronto rapper because they're not gonna be able to cross over because like the girl them don't want to hear all that rapidy shit. You know what I mean?
And it also goes back to, you don't have to prove anything when you're a singer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You could be a singer and like nobody has to know how gangster you are. Just sing some good songs. You know what I'm saying? And impress the ladies.
And like you could sing a song and then like kids love the song, grandparents, everybody in between, black, white, like just because of like the melody or like how it sounds or like how it makes you feel, you know. But when you're rapping, it's like, oh, did he write these bars? Are the punchlines A1? This is like, I feel like it's kind of hard to. It's more of a niche audience, and there's more boxes you have to check.
Yeah,
100%.
and you can mask an accent in singing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. A lot of those UK singers, like they're not like when they're singing, like they're just singing. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe some people might say sometimes like Adele has like an American accent or whatever, but like no, she's just singing the words.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So like you can't. It's hard to sing with an accent, but it's hard to not have your accent when you're rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I feel like if you heard a R&B or pop song, your first question isn't, yo, who's the artist behind this?
Yeah.
But if you hear a random rap song or a drill song, it's going to be like, yo, who is this? What end is he from?
Yeah.
What has he done?
Because even if they're asking, oh, who is this artist for the pop song? They're not asking, oh, where are they from?
What city is he from?
What polys do they have?
Yo, Shawn Mendes? Yo, what does he do, dog? Like, what end is he from? Like, what block is he from? Like,
I still don't know.
And he's from Pickering, right?
Is he?
Yeah.
Right? I'm finding this out right now on the podcast.
I had a friend that went to high school with him.
Yeah, like it's just, it never mattered.
I thought he was American for the longest time, bro.
Yeah, because it just doesn't matter. Right? Just give me some good songs. But yeah, I just thought it was an interesting conversation that came up. You know, just trying to find out like what is it? Like why them? And then there's a bunch of other guys in the city and women that are just not getting the same attention. You know what I'm saying?
So does this mean that we're just a bunch of single moms?
Yeah.
That's what they. What did Kendrick say? I like Drake when he's singing. Not when he act tough or whatever.
With the melodies.
Yeah.
I like Drake with the
melodies.
Yeah. They like Toronto with the melodies. They don't like when we act tough.
So maybe that's what we got to do. Stop acting tough and just start. And it's actually easier to write lyrics, like R&B lyrics, than it is to write like rap lyrics.
And they mentioned the melodic rappers because they're like, that works. And it's nothing like Drake.
Because you do the Post Malone method, where it's like, try to get in there with a white Iverson and then start rapping or then switch it up. You know
then go
what I
to
mean?
country.
Yeah. But yeah, man, salute to all of the Canadian rappers and Toronto rappers, everybody over here in the scene. This Akash thing here, bro.
My boy.
Zar's been hitting me up about this topic here. Salute to Akash Singh. I know we're going outside of the hip-hop space for a second, but he's been going viral for these posts because his wife has her own podcast. Her podcast gets like, I don't know, 1,000 views. So like basically we love hip hop numbers. I'll play it. But like her podcast is not in comparison to somebody who's on Flagrant 2 or the Flagrant podcast that does millions of views. Like, but she's out there kicking his back in. What's happening, fam? Why is this such a hot topic that you like? Why is it?
Because it hurts. It hurts to see it hurts me.
Is there something personal that happened to you with this?
No, I feel like it's more like a fear. Because like, okay, so to give some context, you know, Akash Singh is like a 5'4" brown dude. You know, he struggled in his life and he made it to be top tier comedian on one of the biggest podcasts in the world. He claimed that, you know, he was a virgin until marriage. I don't know if that was a conscious decision or like just not by choice. You know, it's just like no girls want to smash him or whatever. And then he meets this girl. They get married. They do the whole Indian wedding, whatever.
And apparently he was her first as well.
He was under those presumptions.
Yeah.
However, on this podcast that she went on, she revealed that, you know, she was popping her pussy in college, how she wants to have an orgy.
She had a roster of guys in college.
Yeah, she reminisces and misses on those days. And Myron is a big part of this because they went on Flagrant and Flagrant almost tried to do like a hit piece on them, mostly through Akash.
Yeah,
because
he went crazy.
The comments on, you know, not dating black women. And Myron is kind of celebrating the fact that, bro, like, this whole time you were dissing me and judging me, like your girl doesn't even respect you. She's talking about smashing her co-host's husband.
And she also has this thing is his money is my money and my money is my money.
Her co-host, her husband is Nav, right?
Yeah.
Crazy. So it is hip hop related.
No, not
No,
Nav.
not the Nav.
Not
though.
Oh, not that
Just
Nav?
a Nav. Just a Nav.
Oh, just a Nav? Just
Yeah,
a random,
I'm gonna play something here.
Want to have a joint bank account or isn't
a
being
random Nav.
is vibration enough. I'm just thinking of like my own husband while I'm like doing it. Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that. Yeah.
Like, how dare she
split finances? And I'm gonna be really
fantasize about her husband?
I know, right?
We don't. First of all, that's a fucking red flag. Any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not
We love
a
hip-hop.
two-way street. This is a one-way street. His
It's a
money
one-
is our money, and my money is my money. My
Idiot,
money!
yeah.
I never
Super
watched that
idiot,
show,
yeah.
but like, he's on my hall pass list.
Oh yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler. Do you know why I think I have like a good marriage? I think it's because my husband's never here.
That's
Oh God.
Okay, so I've been getting a lot of comments that I'm using my husband for clout, and
We love hip-hop.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. What's wrong with that?
Holy shit, bro. That is embarrassing. And this guy had the fucking nerve to talk shit to me all this time? Let's get into his.
And I think another element of this, because my immediate, like, okay, obviously I'm like, okay, Akash, like, you're kind of dumb. You should have seen the red flags. But I feel bad because, like, it was painted as this, like, genuine romantic love story, the Indian wedding. Akash is always, like, pro marrying your own kind, whatever. He's paying for everything in her life.
Yeah.
And she still, like, wants to be a content creator. She's still going outside and embarrassing him in public. She's, like, repulsed by the thought of masturbating to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, and Myron said it best. He's like, bro, she's not like sexually attracted to you. And like, no diss, but like, you're like a 5'4" Indian. Like, she likes the money you have, but like, she wants to get her back blown out by these like frat boys or whatever celebrities.
So why marry him?
For security, stability. Like, she just secured the biggest bag.
Didn't you hear what she said? His bank account is connected to her. Bro,
Yeah.
imagine all the money you make. The Shotty or whatever who you have at home could just go willy-nilly and access it.
Joint account.
That is insane, bro.
Yeah, and I think because Akash was like a bit of a miskeen and he was religious and he had faith.
He was a waste suit. Keep it real. He was a waste. Fam, if you see,
not for those reasons, but like in general.
if we were in high school right now and we seen him, we would be like, "Hey, yeah, that's a waste suit."
Maybe, yeah. Probably.
No,
I don't know.
yeah, he would get bullied in high school.
Yeah.
Toronto high school for sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But
I don't know, man, because I don't want to diss their tradition neither, because I know when it comes to like I guess he's Indian, right?
Yeah.
Indian tradition, like they have prearranged marriage and all that type of stuff. Like, I don't want to diss their tradition, but like, how much does that actually work?
was their marriage?
No, it
arranged?
wasn't. It wasn't.
It wasn't
arranged.
prearranged, but like they're both virgins and all that. It kind of.
She was
falls
on.
in line.
She had
not
a
a
roster in college, and she said that she was popping her pussy.
The only person
Yeah.
I believe who was a virgin was Akash at that point, when they met.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of like family and community involved in like Indian marriages.
Mm.
And I think that was probably a big incentive for them to get married, but she seems like a little more of a wild card. And there's another interview where someone's asking Akash about it. He's like, she doesn't really speak with like those societal niceties that we're used to. So sometimes she says things and it can seem a little crazy, but I've come to love that about her. Like, that cope where it was just like, bro,
Damn,
like you're
bro.
pretty much what he's saying is my girl will say some wild ish because she's a free spirit.
You know what happened? He got his first baddie and he married it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Bro,
That's
Yeah.
pretty much what happened.
If you don't experience a second baddie, you'll never know that you could get a second baddie.
Not even just a second baddie. Like, go get some more puss, bro. I know you're trying to be traditional and everything like that, but fuck all of that, bro. Like, go experience some puss. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lock in with a girl without even smashing in the first place, like, come on, bro. You're going to smash after marriage, and then what? You find out the pum-pum's whack, but because we're in love, it makes it better? No, whack pum-pum is whack pum-pum, bro. A whack head is whack head. So if that's who you lock in with, and now you find out this shit is whack before testing off the product, bro, I hate that thing.
But I feel like that's probably the best or it's the only pokes he's ever gotten in his life, but it was probably like so perfect for him where he was like, oh, she's Indian. And like, you know, Indians, they have different criteria. It's like the light skin aspect and like what her caste is, whatever. Cause I think she's Punjabi and he's like, I think he's Hindu something. Like he's like
Fam,
Gujarati or something.
Her pum pum might have an off smell and he doesn't even know because he has nothing to compare it to.
Facts. He doesn't even know what he likes, bro.
I eat that thing, dog.
She knows what she likes, though.
Yeah, fam.
Nav.
I'm not trying to diss man's tradition, and it might not even be an Indian tradition. Any of those guys who are like trying to hold themselves or whatever, bro. Like, nah, bro. You're setting yourself up for a lifetime of pain, bro. Go get some pussy first. Don't wait till you're married.
What if both the male and the female are virgins and then they get married? And like,
nah, bro.
That's all they know.
It's nah, bro. It's a recipe for destruction for me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I feel like that could work if both parties are virgins and then they get married and like
one person's gonna be way too curious, bro.
Somebody's gonna get curious along the way. You've never had anybody else but each other, and then you're just gonna last for like 20, 30 years or whatever until you die, not ever wondering how any other pokes or whatever it feels like, bro.
More like 40, 50 years. Because if they're virgins, they're probably like early 20s, max 30, you know? Like,
nah, bro, go experience some other bodies, bro.
Yeah.
That would have helped him in this situation because I think it would have made him realize like what she was after. Like, you know, even just experiencing women, you can kind of understand their mindset or their approach.
Because the way she's talking, like, oh, he has to pay 100% and all this, that. Me, like, I don't even believe in 50-50. I don't do the 50. But me paying 100% is insane. I will never do that with a shot. Like,
yeah, you know.
And if I'm paying 100%, then that means that you can't say nothing. If the way how I see it is like, okay, if I'm paying 80% of the bills, then you could like talk 20% of the time. Like, however, you know what I mean? Like, however much you're paying, like that's how much.
That's how much you get to talk.
Yeah, I know. That's how much problems.
You buy your rats.
No, facts. Like whatever problems you have, bring up 20% of the problems that you wanted to bring up. Type thing.
If a girl is covering 100%, you're letting her talk.
Yeah, she can go crazy.
You're not talking. If a
girl, she got it.
If a girl pays for natural, he's just quiet and nodding. Like he's just so agreeable. Like, yeah, like I feel you.
But if you're only paying 20%,
he's like feeling up her thighs and shit.
Then I only want to hear 20% of your arguments. Still, I'm not going.
Disagreeing with everything. Yo, I don't know, man. This is not a good situation. I wonder how they're gonna approach it. And in terms of his next course of action, right? Do you think that he should stay with her and just look like a cuck for the rest of his life, or would it be a boss move if he just divorced her off this?
I don't think he should divorce her.
It's not enough to warrant a divorce because he's gonna look worse.
Yeah, you're gonna look like the internet got to you and made you.
Yeah,
you know, tricked you out of your position.
Yeah, the internet made you divorce your wife or you'll waste you.
Because that's what they'll say next. If he goes and let's say quote unquote stands on business and he's like, you know, you belong to the streets like that, as they always use for their samples and shit in these manosphere content.
Yeah,
they're gonna be like, you idiot! So you dumped her because we got on your nerves, bro.
So you're even more of a pussy than I thought you were. It's like, but you guys told me.
You just listen to anybody, nigga. So
no facts.
Stand on your own. At least we respected you because you were still with her.
Yeah,
like, I don't know, man.
Maybe
he has to put her on manas though. Still, like, one, I'm removing her from the account. If she wants to leave, then okay, you divorce and you leave, and then you don't get nothing. And she's not leaving him, bro. So I think if he kind of like stands on his square a little bit more, then he could get more power in the relationship.
I feel like he's so scared of losing her that like I think he's just gonna enter full on like, yeah, like we're swingers now.
Well, that's the problem.
Crazy.
That's the problem. That's where the leverage is. Okay, and we can get off of this topic because we're not a manosphere podcast. But if you have this thing where it's like, I'm afraid, oh my God, I might lose her, and a lot of women feel like, okay, I'm above this guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could just, do whatever I want because he's afraid to lose me.
Yeah.
But like, if you're like, yo, I ain't putting up with this shit. Like you put berries, you put your line down. You know what I'm saying? You say, nah, bro, I ain't fucking with this. And if somebody crosses that line, you say, all right, deuces.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't call her after you say deuces and shit like that. The shit changes. The tide shifts very quickly, fam.
The dynamic changes for real.
Yes, fam. I've done simp shit back in the days. And then like woke the hell up during my simpness and be like, nah, bro, I'm leaving. And then I leave, and then Shorty's calling me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like he can reform. He can get a backbone. He just has to be like, nah, bro, I ain't taking this shit. I'm leaving.
Yeah, but I feel like that divorce settlement would be insane.
They're gonna knock his head off.
Nah,
bro.
Thankfully, they don't have kids.
If
No
she
prenup.
divorces him, though, then why would he have to pay her?
No.
Spousal support.
For real?
Yeah.
They'll find some way, bro. It
Yeah,
depends
if
on
you're
She
rich-
got used to this lifestyle. 8 bands a month, 10 bands a month. He has to swing it for the next 10 years, 18 years.
And I don't know how it works in New York as far as their laws over there. It could be sticky.
Oh, yeah.
Probably get messed up.
But salute to Akash. Hold your head, bro. You'll be all right, man. You rich, bro. Go buy some pussy, bro. I got a couple more things here. There was $150,000 worth of contraband that was seized in an Ontario prison.
Jeez.
All right, I got a article over here. So on November 5th, as a result of a vigilance of the staff members, a package containing contraband and unauthorized items was seized at the Beaver Creek Institution, a multi-level security federal institution. It's multi-level, but a lot of people know Beaver Creek as being like a camp or a low level, right? The items seized were tobacco, marijuana, and shatter, a cannabis concentrate, as well as a cell phone accessories, a total estimate institutional value of $150,069. The Correctional Service Canada has tightened its measures to prevent contraband from entering the institution in order to help ensure the safe and secure environment for everyone. CSC also works in partnership with the police to take action against those who introduce contraband or unauthorized items into the Correctional Institute. So the point of why I brought this up, $150,000 worth is what they got in this one thing, bro.
But they said when they say it's worth it in the institutional value.
Institutional value.
Isn't 1 gram of Kush like $100?
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah, I was
bro.
just thinking that even like the bogeys and shatter and the cell phone, like
It was just like a Ziploc bag of like a bounce.
Bounce is worth like freaking 4 G's.
And like 2 phones and some shatter.
it's probably really worth like 5 bands, but in jail it goes.
Yeah, because I think a phone in jail might be like 5 to 10 bands.
Yeah, it was probably worth like 20 bands, but like in there it's like 5x.
Yeah. But the thing that stood out to me also is the shatter, man. Just smoking shatter in jail, bro. Shatter's not cheap, bro. Like a gram of shatter on road is usually like $30 or $40 a gram.
So it's probably like 3 bills in there.
Holy shit, bro. But you can, you got the smear, bro. You can hide that sick, bro. I don't know, man. It's over there at Beaver Creek. So Beaver Creek is like over there in Gravenhurst. It's like near Barrie and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Man, them are going crazy over there, fam. I just wanted to point that out.
Last week we spoke about dealing with shotties that had mans in the bin.
Yeah.
I remember I was dealing with this one shotty, and then after we're done or whatever, she's like packing up the package to send to bro.
Yeah.
And then she had like the mini, like the small iPhone, mini iPhones. I didn't even know that they made these, bro. But like, it's like a real iPhone, but it's like a mini version. So like the touch screen and everything, you have your apps on there.
Yeah.
And then like she's putting it like in the phone book and then wrapping it and all this like, and then I'm just like, yo, this is crazy, bro.
Yo, we're contraband. We love hip hop. It's been contraband put onto USBs and put in and sent over to the man them in the pens.
We got content
recently. Yes. No, over the years. Salute to Gutsy Guts, right?
Mud.
That's how he discovered We Love Hip Hop.
Jeez.
From watching it in jail, man. Said he was like, "Yo, what's going on? Like, there's no like Toronto podcast doing it, like talking about the scene and stuff like that." And mans are like, "Are you dumb? You never heard of We Love Hip Hop?" and he brought him to the cell and he put his USB into his TV, and he had episodes of the podcast on his USB.
Yo, we should start making like USB packages and just drop them off.
This guy trying to become the new Melissa Ford.
No. Hey, yo.
A poster Friday, like.
But yeah, man, you never know what's coming getting contraband into the jail, bro.
It's crazy, brother.
But hey, at the same time, mans are watching on the phone.
No, that is
There's
true.
a nigga in jail right now watching We Love Hip Hop on their phone that got snuck in, bro.
Salute to you listening or watching, by the way.
Yeah.
Keep your head up.
It's 10 bands, and now they get to see the outside world, bro. But salute to the inmates. I'll give that, all right? Not salute to the guards or anything like that, all right? I support the inmates, and they're just trying to...
Like, free all the man them and the girl them.
Yeah, they're trying to do something to alleviate that time, bro. Like,
yo,
maybe
bro.
on a spliff or something, bro.
Nah, dead time.
Yeah. Trust me. Oh, last thing before... some of the ways that they try to bring some of these things in, bro? I don't know if it was in this situation itself. They try to drone some of these things in, bro, and they get caught crazy with the drone shit, bro. Man's like have sometimes get caught, but then sometimes like the package gets dropped into the yard, and then it's like a freaking scramble to get to the package, bro. It gets crazy inside, bro.
When I was going through the courts that were in the bullpen, this guy is like, yo, like I just got like picked up, but they're about to let me out on bail. I know they are. Like I just hooped about a 3.5. Who wants it? So basically like he had a 3.5 in his butt. So then I was like, oh yeah, I'll take it. He's like, okay, I have a next question.
It sounds crazy, but that's jail. Hold on.
So I'm just there. I'm just preying the whole thing.
Yo,
I'm preying the whole
chill.
thing. He's like, yo, I had a next budget. I was supposed to grab it, but I don't see him, so I'll just give it to you.
Yeah.
Like, all right, bet. So the man pooped it out.
Mm-hmm.
The
Wash it off.
Yeah, the next man's wet, wash it off, and then he put it up his butt. And then so the man is like, okay. So the original guy, so guy 1, he gets bail, he's gone. Guy 2 that has it hooped. So basically, he gets on the bus to head back to jail, and as he's leaving, the friend from the first guy forwards. He's like, yo, my bedroom had a 3.5 for me. Where is it at?
To my ass.
And then we're like, yo, the man that just hooped it, he just wheeled, fam. He's like, yo, when we get back to I'm finding him and I'm getting it. They even have to cut it from him. So basically, like, as we keep like progressing, like the guy who hooped it is like one step ahead of us. So like, I'm just kind of to see like,
how do we know he hasn't taken it out of his ass and somebody else has put it in their ass?
I'm like, yo, is this guy gonna get caught? But yo, the man ended up getting away still. I'm like, yo, I'm about to see a man get shanked for a 3.5.
What, bro? I've seen there's been a few different incidents while I was gone for my little baby time, because people are gonna be like, you been going little baby time. Bro, one, salute to my homie. I'm not gonna mention his name, but he knows who he is.
Yeah.
He was caught with a half pound.
Oh, shit.
In the Don jail, bro. I don't know how the hell who hooped that much freaking weed into the jail.
Someone must have had a big asshole.
Oh, man.
Gotta do it for the team, bro.
Those have to be COs though that are bringing that much in. No?
Yeah, for the half pounds.
No one has that.
No, but
capability.
you don't understand how small man we are able to make an ounce into, bro. You can make an ounce like into like a Kinder egg.
Really? Eh?
Yeah.
Kinder egg though.
Like hoop like 8 Kinder eggs. That's 8 ounces. Man's hoop 8 like at least 4 Kinder eggs, bro. We're going into a weird territory, but it happens, fam.
Those Border Patrol videos, yo, no, man's be doing the craziest things, bro.
Yo, there was a guy who he had like a couple of ounces in his, because it kind of goes into your intestine a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience, but it kind of goes into your intestine a little bit.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to shit it out, because it's not just stuck inside of your asshole.
Yeah.
Because if they go and do a fucking search, and then they tell you to spread your ass, then they're gonna find the drugs.
So you looking at me while he's saying this.
I'm sorry.
When they spread their ass.
I'm like, where do I look?
I'm sorry. This is a wild topic.
I think Zara wants to know about it too.
No, but like you gotta
Just kidding, not
This is gonna sound
He's just looking at
crazy.
natural, like, and when you stick it up the ass,
Yo, chill.
You gotta push it all the way up,
Yeah.
right? So like it disappears. It goes
Yeah.
inside of yours, I guess, lower intestine, or I don't know where the fuck it goes, right? So man had like 4 ounces in his stomach.
Yeah.
But this stupid idiot, okay, he came onto the range. He was in transition. The Don is a provincial. So a lot of these guys, they might have turned themselves in. They have to go do the little provincial until they get a bed over there at the pen,
Yeah.
and then it's time to go. All right? They already know that their shit is done. They went to trial or whatever. Now it's just going to be provincial until it's time to go. So they didn't get grabbed off of the road.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you're not just grabbed off the road, you're preparing to go do your time, then you pack a lunch.
Yeah.
Right? I'm giving too much terminology over here, right? But or pack a suitcase. So basically you pack up your drugs because you know you're gonna end up in this pen or whatever, shit them out, make some fucking money.
Yeah.
Okay? This idiot, in his time in the Don for that little space of time, he wanted to be cool with some of the mandem. So he let out one of the freaking eggs or whatever, and he was like, I got weed.
Yeah.
Man knew he had more on him. They said when the cells opened one morning, bro, before he was supposed to go to court, they said, go on the shitter. They freaking, they backed him with a fucking, like a shank.
Holy.
So you go on the shitter, shit that out now.
like a baby. The babies are coming like,
yeah. So
everyone's watching them like.
Yeah, so if mans know you have it on you, like are in you, basically, they're like, yo, bro.
It's not out of me, it's in me.
I will cut it out of your guts, or you go sit on the toilet and shit that out right now. And if you don't want to get your stomach cut out, right, then the mans will just go and shit it out.
Might as well
bro.
give you a C-section on the spot, fam.
It's a mod thing, fam. If they know, especially like that was just weed. Mans be bringing all kind of drugs. So it's like you might have like an ounce of yayo that you might want to go get off, right? It gets dangerous because if that shit dissolves, bro, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Trust me. Hooping stories.
We're not talking basketball.
This guy's a hooper.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, last but not least I have here, student visas got cut in half. Okay, so they were talking about it. I'm going to show you all a news clip right now because this is a clip from a couple of weeks ago when Carney was talking about it.
Yeah.
But now he actually made it happen as of last week.
Ottawa plans to cut international student admission targets almost in half to around 150,000 annually starting next year. The planned number of temporary workers, that's being cut to 230,000 in 2026, down from about 368,000 this year. The government also plans to admit 380,000 new permanent residents annually for the next 3 years, with almost 2/3 of them going to economic immigrants. Well, the number of permanent residency visas being issued for family reunification and humanitarian reasons, that's being reduced.
And the federal government intends to slash the public service by 10% over the next 3 years, eliminating up to 40,000 jobs. It's straight from the election promise to cut the number of federal employees solely through attrition.
They're cutting public service by 10%.
Yeah, and they're cutting so at one point it was 355,000 student visas that they were giving per year. They're cutting it down to like 150,000 student visas they're going to be giving in 2026 instead.
But it's like we're cutting services and then importing economic immigrants, like for jobs.
Yeah, because they still said 500,000 economic immigrants today.
Yeah, but when they say economic immigrants, they're not just saying we're just grabbing anybody.
No, they have to be able to work here.
Yes. We want your brightest and best, I think is what they're trying to get at.
They're going to bring in 1 million people plus over the next 3 years, which is actually a lot, especially considering most of them will probably go to the main cities.
Yes. But at least maybe
It's
this
not
time.
as much as before.
Yeah, because I think they were doing 1 million a year at one point.
More than.
Yeah, between 2020 and 2024, 2023 or whatever, like around the pandemic times when Trudeau said that we need to like bring in more people to compensate for other things that were going on over here. It was like 1 million a year.
But you know who's suffering right now is schools because their admissions are significantly lower when they stop bringing in as many international students. So now the schools have to lay off staff and workers because they aren't able to, accommodate for a larger amount of people.
I didn't think about that part right there.
Yeah, a lot of schools were suffering when they started doing these things.
Yeah. But the thing is, yes, some of those, a lot of schools were suffering, but it also helps to circumvent all of those fake schools that were being made, bro.
That's true.
Bro, there was bare fake schools getting made. There's one of the things that I was gonna add to the list, but like a fake trucking company that got created, where guys are like giving permits for trucks for like $4,500, and then mans are just driving these trucks and crashing them and shit, like
killing families.
Yeah, bro. Like we need to like. I'm not saying, you know, cut off the immigration. Like salute to the homie Puck Daddy. He was like 0. Right? But like bring it down and make it a balance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I noticed the other day when I went to Timmy's, like there was a few different races of people there.
Wow.
Yeah. It caught me kind of by surprise. I was like, because, you know, I don't want to sound crazy, but at one point it was like all the Timmy's only had Indian people.
All fast food is only Indian people.
Yeah. And I'm in the ends. I'm in the boroughs. You know what I'm saying? I went to a couple of Timmy's and I was like, I'm starting to see the diversity again.
Yeah, but here's what I will say. A lot of these international students, some of them return back home, but some of them become economic immigrants by way of, you know, graduating and now they're working. They start families here. And I wanted to tell you guys this. So I DJ'd at like a school dance in the Peel board, right? It's like elementary school, like grade like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like, right? The school I go to, the kids were great, by the way. Shout out to them. It was majority Punjabi, right? And I noticed there was a couple things. So one, it was called like the but it was supposed to be for Halloween. But in the Peel board, they banned celebrating Eurocentric holidays or events. So like no Valentine's Day, no Christmas, no Halloween. But they'll celebrate like an
Diwali and
Eid,
things.
yeah, right. And this is in Peel. Like this isn't in another country, or this is like in the GTA, right?
Yeah.
And they already passed this like rule, right? So I'm thinking, okay, that's interesting. Then what I noticed, so they had a teacher who was telling the students like, yo, hang this poster, hang this, right? What these kids do, and these kids are like from Toronto, so they speak with no accent when they speak English, but they can code switch to speak Punjabi, and all of them understand it, and the teacher doesn't understand it.
Wow.
So what you'll see is like the teacher will say something, you'll hear like one kid make a Punjabi remark, and all the kids laugh. And then the teacher's like, guys, what did I say? No Punjabi. Or like, you know, like stuff like
she doesn't
that.
even know what they're saying.
But
that's crazy.
Yeah, but I rate these kids because it's like they have the traditions of, you know, like their Punjabi heritage, but they're very like Canadian and Toronto. So like they're like super Punjabis. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a sick economy in the next 10 years. They're all going to school together, so maybe those are their future wives and husbands that they're like in the community with.
Toronto's doomed.
But I was shocked. I was shocked when I saw like, oh, you guys banned any holidays that are like Eurocentric, and I was like, in Toronto, the Peel board did this, and I think
rid of that Christmas shit.
And then I messaged one of my friends because she lives in Brampton. I'm like, yo, do you know about this school? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yo, it's literally like 99% Punjabi. I didn't see one white kid. I saw like maybe 3 or 4 black kids, and the rest all Punjabi, right? She's like, yeah, like what happens now is like the black families and the white families, they send their kids to Catholic school to avoid that.
That's crazy.
Okay, I read
You know,
it.
that's
Okay,
like the
I read
loophole.
it,
It's like they can't enter here. Like, you know?
Yo, what the hell is happening, fam? This is like, this is a wild country that's happening. I'm not understanding what's happening here, fam.
They literally took over. Like they're the dominant group in that area, and like I have no problem with it because there's always different enclaves. But when it's like publicly funded tax dollars going towards the board, and then you're having like other groups determine what can or can't be celebrated and stuff. I was shocked. I'm like, no Valentine's Day. I'm like, why? That's not even like a Catholic holiday. That's not a religious holiday. I was like, yo, like I'll come do the Valentine's Day dance. She's like, oh, like we don't do Valentine's Day here. Like they passed this thing where we can't do any Eurocentric holidays. But I'm like, you guys would do Eid and Diwali and things. She's like, yeah.
That's
and
wild.
Imagine you're not Muslim, but like you have to celebrate Eid at school.
It's like, yo, no recess snacks? Hold on. I'll be cheese.
Transfer me, bro.
Imagine
Straight
like,
up,
oh,
bro.
we're not serving lunch for this month because of whatever.
Nah, bro, transfer me to another school,
But
fam.
it made me understand the value of also like, bro, I think we're gonna have to learn Punjabi, no cap.
You know, you said this a few episodes ago, maybe a few months ago. I think you might be right, broski.
You'll be at an advantage.
Yeah, it might be like our third language at some point.
That's y'all niggas. I'm leaving Canada.
Yeah.
Now if that happened, but like I already want to leave Canada. That's just gonna be like
You took Jake
push
out
me
over
to
the edge. I see Jake move over. You took him out with that one right there.
Because what?
Oh
but
man,
bro, and
no, but a lot of people, not to interrupt you, a lot of people in the comments are like, "Yeah, you're right. I'm right behind you."
But yo, shout out those kids, bro, because like they're Toronto kids. They're like,
Mm-hmm.
yo, how much do you make DJing? Yo, like, do you like it? Yo, I want to be a DJ. But right away, they're like, how much do you make and stuff? And I was kind of like, bro, like I don't make that crazy amount. Depends on the month. I was trying to be like, yo, depends on the month and stuff. I also do other things, blah blah blah. I'm like, yo, I went to university, but I DJ now. Like, you know,
not as much as your daddy make.
Yeah, like, bro, I don't drive a truck, so he might make more than me. But
or I don't own 4 fake schools.
But I was shocked, bro. I was genuinely shocked, and I feel like the teachers have a hard time with it a little bit.
Yeah,
because like they are outnumbered. Imagine you're teaching and then like you just hear like a Punjabi remark, you have no idea what it means. Everyone's laughing. And like usually when you speak another language in front of someone, like it's because you don't want to say it in the language they can understand.
Call her all kind of bitches and hoes,
Facts.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
And then everyone starts laughing. Yo, I'm chased.
Yeah.
I'm chased.
Be like, recess, you're staying in detention.
Oh man.
Would you ban it if you were a teacher?
I'm
like
banning it still. I'm banning it, bro.
But yo, you know what I asked one of the teachers? I'm like, yo, how come they don't make a rule? They're like, we're not allowed.
No, bro, you get fired.
But you should be able to do that. Like only English in the classroom. Like bare places will do that. If I'm taking if I'm in like a Spanish speaking country, like they're gonna make in class only Spanish. Whatever you guys do outside, like whatever.
Facts.
But they're like you're not allowed to tell them not to speak in their own language.
You'll come off as racist, bro.
That's not racist.
That's what it'll come off as. Like, yo, you're preventing me from
Cultural practice.
my own heritage and cultural practice, basically. Yeah.
But it's just like you should be a little more strict with like the guidelines of school, where it's like in the class, like exclusively, like we're doing English, or like if it's a French class, like we're speaking only French today.
It sounds, with all due respect, kind of like how the Hicks, only English. We only all that meter shit. Only English in this country.
Now, but shout out the Quebec people. Certain spots in Quebec, they don't even want none of that English shit.
No, they on it on some French shit. Like they on it.
They will stone cold face you. They won't reply. Like so So I respect that. You know what I mean? Whereas like this is our culture and our spot over here.
Yeah.
You can't bring none of that new shit over here and change what we got
all
going
that
on.
meter. What do you call it? The wooga wooga. Right? But yeah, in Quebec they don't play that shit. Like they'll understand what you're saying in English and then respond to you in French. Because the responses, as somebody who speaks French, the responses that they're giving you are in responses to your English requests.
Exactly.
But they're like, I'm not going to respond to you in English, even though I understand the words that you're saying, which I don't know if it's like being prideful or just hella feisty on another level, bro.
No, that's how you regulate though. That's how you like set the precedent where it's like, now you, as someone who's like, bro, everyone I speak English to is ignoring me. Let me learn French. You know, like that's kind of what you have to do. You're forced to do, as opposed to like having them adapt to you. You have to adapt to them.
Yeah.
And I think what we're seeing in the Peel District School Board in this instance is them adapting to the students as opposed to the students adapting to them.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say these students are like speaking Punjabi all the time and they speak perfect English. Right. But it's just like they have that ability to code switch that I didn't even see. Like when I was growing up, we had Filipino students, Spanish students. But unless your English is really, really bad and you didn't speak English, everyone spoke English. You wouldn't hear like side conversations in different languages.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't enough for everybody to just be one group. Like everybody was mixed together. So it's like you had a couple of Filipino people that they might not even be friends in the same class. You know what I'm saying? They're just Filipino.
Because even when I was in school as well, like middle school, elementary school, like it was always very diverse, like enough black kids, enough brown kids, enough Asian kids, and like sprinkle some white kids in there.
Yeah,
and then, like, that's the class.
Yeah, so it's like you can't be like all just speaking one language because we don't all speak one language. You know, we all come from different places.
The only people that used to speak their own language was like, say, a new student came. And then like they linked up with another student from their country, and that student would like speak to them in their language because they can.
Yeah, and then as soon as they got cool, like as soon as they were ingratiated into the school culture, like boom, they were
English.
like they're English.
Yeah, but there it's like the cool kids are the Punjabi kids. Like they're running the school, so it's like everyone's speaking Punjabi to each other.
Cool and Punjabi should even be in the same sentence.
You're this. You said enough. We got another viral clip this week.
I think that's where we should wrap it. But yeah, man. No, salute to
that's they go wrap it. Down, curry, roti.
Bars.
Mad bars. But yeah, man, salute to all of our Punjabi people,
Yes.
all our South Asian our
Sat Sri
friends,
Akal.
and you know what I'm saying? I think we could wrap it from here, man.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip-hop.
watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.